scatter chart?
I did not set an intro video.
Oh, well, I thought we were going to have
Hello,
a video.
everybody.
Here I am just chatting away.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Steve, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
You awake? You awake?
Kind of cut or something on at the most awkward spot on my hand.
Oh,
Is that a splinter?
Oh, see, I've got a blister on this hand from
playing too much guitar.
Yeah, no, I took
furious self-pleasure.
So we have this double lot backyard, right?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
It had a little picket fence between the one side of the yard and the other, and I decided to take it down yesterday finally. And I was actually using a 4-pound axe, just the blunt end of the axe,
right,
and knocking things down and then pulling up the fence posts, and now my hands hurt and my shoulders hurt.
No, that sounds not pleasant. What?
It's not.
I feel like
home ownership.
This exactly. Is that better? It's because I'm reaching in and then I'm backing away. Whatever. All right.
Oh my God. Okay, now I'm invoicing. Justice.
Good luck invoicing.
I'm gonna invoice Ryan.
Channel's broke. That money goes straight to debt.
So's mine.
What's up, everyone? We got Brian. Obviously, we got Fuzzimp. Fuzzimp.com. You need one.
You do.
I got 2 Fuzzimps. Let me go grab them real quick.
I can't possibly grab all of my Fuzzimp pedals. I have too many of them. Do I have one to hand, though? I recently cleaned up the studio. Oh, look at that. Look, it's right here. Look, it is right there.
That's the Sender 5.
That is the Sender 5.
Sender V?
It's the 5, I have been told. I asked Justice the same question.
I have this one, the Echo Moon, but this is the previous version, so there's a newer one that's improved.
See, I don't have any of the normal Fuzzamp pedals. I have all the ones that go burr.
And then I have the Drat, which is one that goes burr.
That is one that goes burr.
This is a Brat or a Rat, depending on which one you prefer, but it sounds great.
Yeah, I think it's based on the Brat, the Brat version of the Rat.
I don't really know what the difference is. All I know is I realized I think I have 11 rats.
Oh, really? I have one. I have one. No. I take it back. I have 3 because I have a rat in 2 of my summer school pedals.
Yeah, so that's how I start to get up there.
Yeah.
As I realize, like, the science fair is half of a rat, and I'm going to count it because you can die if you can. The way I was thinking about it is if I can turn if it's like a split pedal like that, but I can turn half of it off.
Yeah, exactly. Then
the same thing with like the Keeley super rodent. Which mine is the super rodent because it's the Bees Music one.
That tracks.
You can run it rat EQ, rat circuit, so I'm going to call that a rat.
Jacob asked, don't I have the Mythos Victor? Yes, that is the one I was counting. Then I remembered I have the ones in the summer school as well. So
let's see who else is here. M. Rubgern is here.
Yeah.
Hello, M.
Got Amanda is in the house.
Amanda's in the house. How about that? But I'll play house. Joan, what's going on? Oh, Bad Guitarist Andrew is here. What's up? All right. That's it. I'm done saying hello to people.
I saw Vinny was in here earlier. He said, does this look like a low res thumbnail? It does. I was trying to fix it. I ran out of time.
Is it a low res thumbnail?
Yeah, it's kind of low res. It's okay. It's the images of you and me are kind of low res.
That's because they look fine on YouTube. I don't know.
They're fine. We'll fix it though. I have ideas. See, I renamed my stream. You kept the a guitar show about graphs. I called this live rank
with graphs.
Yeah, well, I called it ranking the 100 greatest guitarists. This is a terrible idea.
Yeah, this is an 1153 by 689 thumbnail, so I don't know.
DPI. It's fine.
I made it in PowerPoint. Everyone relax.
Did you really?
No, actually, I think I made it in Paint.
Oh my. Okay, I will fix it later. And I'll at least use Canva.
I mean, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Paint has layers now, so it basically is the same.
Does it really have layers now?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I mean, I wasn't using them, but Paint has layers now.
Oh, I took graduate level statistics when I was studying for an MBA, and I never took undergrad statistics. That was a bad move.
I took biostatistics in college 20 years ago.
I bet you did. Freaking scientist.
I mean, it was only intro to biostatistics.
Yeah, I didn't
learn anything.
So when I was an undergrad, you'll appreciate this. You get to school and they have like the folks who are supposed to help you put together your very first schedule, right? Because you're 18 and don't know anything. And they assigned me. I decided I wanted to knock out both of my science requirements in the first semester because I was not a science major, but I needed gen eds. And I signed up for Chem 101, which was fun. But they signed me up instead of for Bio 101, they signed me up for Bio 110, which was Intro to Biology for majors.
Right.
And that did not go well. I ended up having to retake it, and I had the highest grade in the class as a non-biology major the second time.
Fezum says I failed business ethics twice in college and straight A's in accounting and philosophy. I should be on Wall Street.
You should.
It probably just means more of your pedals should be clones. What's up, Harry Dangler?
What is up?
Let's see. Hiram Biff 2790 says ZZZ.
Yeah, look, we're just getting
dude,
started.
It's fucking time shift, man. It's like my brain's at 8 o'clock right now. All my watches are showing the road. Actually, I fixed my watch. I didn't change any of the clocks in the kitchen though when I got up.
Amanda says, it's fine. There's nothing wrong. I'll fix it. It's classic Philip. It is very classic me. It's like, no, don't worry about it. There's nothing wrong. I'll fix it.
This is my Honey Picks mug.
Oh, I almost used that one this morning. I have that same mug.
Is it also in this same state?
Oh, I thought you were showing the backside. No, my logo is fully intact.
Oh yeah, no.
And I put mine in the dishwasher.
It's probably a Teespring print.
Yeah, man. I had to quit using Teespring.
You're using Threadless, right?
Threadless, yeah. Swapped over to Threadless.
How do you feel about that?
My samples came in. I don't know that anybody's actually bought any of my shirts, so but I will show. I'll show it so that people can see it. I don't watch it. Oh, right. I had a sale in my artist shop. I got a notification that told me someone bought them. Someone bought a t-shirt.
You said you got a sample. How's the quality?
It is really good quality. It is still the kind of letters that I'm pretty sure that in a year of washing, they'll start to flake a little, or you know what I'm talking about. But they're better quality than the stuff I was getting from Teespring.
Right. Okay.
They are better. Let's see. I'm gonna do shameless self-promotion here. So sorry. I'm gonna open up my shop. Link. See, I gotta go to the link tree to get to the actual shop because it just keeps trying to log me in. So I have two things in my shop. Y'all have your t-shirts still available, don't you?
Nope.
No? Man. So I have two designs. One is will work for fuzz, and the other is sometimes I wonder if my amp thinks about me too. And so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw the will work for fuzz one.
Yeah. So they're real fun. Will work for fuzz. You can get it in a bunch of styles. We have hoodies and t-shirts and all sorts of things. So check them out. Like I said, I ordered some samples. I'm going to send you guys some so y'all can wear them on the podcast. Just haven't done it yet. I gotta get that working. But yeah, so you can find it over on my link tree, which is if you go to the live stream on my channel, all the links are down there below. And then of course, this is the new one. Sometimes I wonder if my amp thinks about me too.
Yeah, that's good. Hello, Jessica. How's it going?
Let's stop.
Sometimes there's just so many people going by that you just miss names.
Yeah.
Do you have a Chase Bliss rack?
A Chase Bliss. Oh, okay. Of those three, I've only played the Mood, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, so the Mood is, I think, maybe the most chaotic of the three. I feel like.
I've had a Mood once. I sold it, but I plan to get another one. The only reason I sold it is that I knew I was going to get another one, and I didn't need it at the moment.
Yeah.
So I needed the money, and I know that when I get a new one, I'm going to get a different colorway. Like mine was the standard pink colorway, which is great, but I really want to find one of the light bright colorways.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Which actually makes me kind of sad because I had a chance to buy one after they were long gone. What's it called? Eastside Music still had some in Nashville.
Yeah.
Eastside Music is sort of like a low-key Chase Bliss dealer. Like,
are they not a Chase Bliss dealer? I see what you're saying.
Because Chase Bliss doesn't really do dealers that way anymore, but they will get the limited run stuff too. So if you're in the Nashville area,
right? What's up, Nady Potato?
Yeah, Nady Potato. F Google.
I'm looking at Eastside Music now. Do they actually have any that dude, I already complained to Ryan about this. The JHS pedals Double Dragon graphic, not a fan.
It's fine.
Not a fan. Maybe if I stare at it long enough, it'll get back to average.
It makes sense with the graphics they've been doing.
I think it's definitely on the the lower half of their scale for it.
Yeah, I guess so. Is that you gifting memberships?
Yeah, Ryan's not here. Ryan's in bed. Ryan's making breakfast for his kids. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm running 7 tabs right now, baby.
7. Amateur numbers. So, Steve, we have a goal for today. We have we're actually going to do something. We're not just going to meaninglessly ramble. I mean, we're still going to do that. But we are going to rank guitarists today.
Yeah.
We're going to make people mad. So, we have taken the one of the Rolling Stone Top 100 list. I don't even know what year this list is from. Don't know.
Yeah.
It might be the most recent one, whatever. And we are going to plot them on a chart because in your hot take episode with Ryan, y'all talked about how
technical ability versus listenability.
Yeah, basically the worse you are and the better you are, the less listenable your music is.
Yeah. Whether or not Santrix himself, did Ryan get hacked? No. Did he? I hope not.
I really hope not. That would be bad.
I mean, there are a couple emails he replied to that I'm like, why did you reply to this Italian person who's clearly not a representative of the company that they're claiming to represent?
Also, Steve, I should say I just realized my list has 99 guitarists, not 100. So that's fine. We won't get through them all anyway.
Terrible. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A bunch of these guys, I don't know who they are. So
yeah, exactly. We're gonna have to take some guesses here. So here's the idea, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and share the graph screen. So we are going to be plotting
and scheming.
Yeah, and scheming. We are
was MCA on the list?
I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna have to let me stop this. I got to fix it real quick because it freaked out when I changed things.
Oh, sorry. MCA is a bass player. Is Adrock? Is he on the list? If we're plotting and scheming, and there is not a Beastie Boys a Beastie Boy in the Rolling Stone Top 100.
Yeah, there's not. There's not.
Wow.
So
Terrible.
let's see. Of course, Steve, we tested this before.
Was it not just? It was just up. What happened?
It was. It did weird things. So I'm going to because I have to hit refresh for it to show anything on the screen. Okay, that's it. It just needed new data since I took away the last data point.
Gotcha.
Here we go. All right, y'all. Here we go. We have Rolling Stone's best top 100. It's actually only 99. I don't know who got missed. So we're going to start at the top, Steve. We're going to start at number 1. The idea is we want to rank their technical skill and their listenability on a scale of 1 to 100. We cannot reuse a number in any one category.
Can you send me this list? Or can you send me this list?
Let me see.
Or do we not want to? Because I know one thing we talked about. You just said like we're not going to reuse a number.
Yeah, I did send it to you in a spreadsheet.
I can track my own. I mean, I can track my own on the side.
Yeah, because I tried to find a way to share this actual thing, but because I'm logged into an account, I don't know if I can share it.
Gotcha.
That way.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yelp.
So first, we're gonna start at the top. We're just gonna see how far we can get, y'all. We need your input. We're gonna start number 1. Jimi Hendrix.
Bonamassa 0 on all graphs.
Well, there is no 0, so we could do 1. Actually, I bet he's on this list.
Do you know what? I'm looking through this list. Is this list from like 2015?
I don't know. I found the most recent one I could that would like I could pull the names very easily. All right, but Jimi Hendrix is number 1. So Jimi Hendrix technical skill and listenability rating. I'll give you my like gut take, right? I think of Jimi as like a 65 technical ability.
A 65. Oh,
I think he's better than mid, but I also feel like there's a lot of people on this list who are going to be way above him in technical ability.
Right. Sorry, I'm doing something right now on mine that I'm hoping will work.
Oh, sure.
Yes. Yes, I've solved it.
Yes.
I've set my version of the list where anytime we duplicate a number, that number will show up as red.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. You'll help me keep up with this then.
I can help track on mine. You think Hendrix is a 65 technical?
That's my like gut first guess, because I think there's going to be a lot more technical guitarists on this list.
Gonzo says Esteban is the most listenable, but Corey Feldman is the most talented.
I'll tell you what, having heard Corey Feldman play guitar live, I can tell you that is certainly a take.
Like you listened to him in person live, or you saw the video of him?
No,
live?
You saw him live.
I did see him live.
We saw him at the same place. Steve.
Oh, were you there? I can't remember. Oh yeah, we have that. We have the aura picture.
Yeah, it's in the other room. I still have it.
Dude, actually, I wasn't drunk at that. I did not party that hard. At that, everyone else was. Though.
I did. I drank real hard at that party.
Hendrix 65. Yeah, I mean he's definitely above average, but I think in the context of I think he's been surpassed by many players.
Yeah, a lot of them on this list.
I like this.
69 would be fitting.
69 would be fitting for Jimi. I'm gonna ride for 69.
All right, let's do it. What about listenability for Jimi?
Ooh. Man, this is a tough thing with having him first.
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing: is later down the line, if we feel like we need to adjust some numbers, we can adjust. I mean, there's so many of them. I always like those games, like the YouTube shorts where like the bracket games where it's like this or this.
Yeah, well, no, where it's like once the number's laid down, you can't do anything with it.
Oh, I got you.
But I mean, doing that with 99 people is way harder.
That's way too much. Yeah, if we were doing 10, sure.
Yeah. Surprisingly, there were no angels when Corey Feldman performed.
No angels. There was Dobie Das, which is just about as close to an angel as we can get.
Yeah. Listenability for Jimi. I want to just give him I want to sit him about maybe like halfway up. I'm thinking about a 75.
Okay. I was thinking mid 70s. I think that
All right,
works.
let's just go 75.
Or we could just go 69 across the board for Jimi.
We could go. Let's just go 69 across the board.
69 across the
feels
board.
so immature to start with.
I know, right?
Double 69.
We got it out of the way, though. We got it out of the way. So there is Jimi plotted on our scatter chart.
Can you either?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can't. Maybe it's too late. Can you either change the background color or
sure,
the dot color, either a brighter red or a lighter gray?
Yes. Let me see. Theme. Oh, that's way too
Nady
bright.
Potato, next guy 67. I know that joke.
All right, let's try this. This might be too bright. Oh,
that's pretty bright.
That's awful. All right, so I'm gonna go because there's only like 3 options. I'm gonna go back to the dark background. What do we need to change? The text color?
Yeah, the text or dot color, just something brighter.
Okay, let's see. Label. There's a lot of options here. So let's see if this is better.
I realize it's not. That's way better. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, next
person.
Eric.
We're getting the heavy
Clapton.
hitters out of the way. Eric Clapton.
Yeah, Eric Clapton. Here's the problem with Eric. I think he's more or less listenable depending on what era we're talking about.
Ooh, that's great. I was not, and then the question to me is what's listen? Like, how are we defining listenable here? I'm thinking about this, just going through, Sunshine of Your Love was a US top 5.
Yeah.
White Room was a top 10. Does
all his good stuff is pre him playing Fenders?
When does he start playing Fenders?
When he goes solo.
Oh, okay. Which is the 70s?
Yeah, like 70s, 80s.
But this is what I mean is is Cocaine more or less listenable?
I love Cocaine, but I think I like the song Cocaine. I don't know about Cocaine, but it's also he was always better when he was singing other people's songs, like when he was singing J.J. Cale songs or when he was singing Robert Johnson songs. He was way better.
But that's still not less than a
no. How about this?
Because listenability could be, okay. I mean, thinking about it from, he was better when he's playing other people's songs. We're not there yet. We're a few slots away from this guy, but like, arguably, Eddie Van Halen's best songs are not his songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not going to go hard on that position, but I think you could make that argument.
Yeah, but also that's not as much about our conversation though either. So we're not worried about whether they write their songs. That was just a point to be made.
Yeah.
I kind of like Andrew's take here. I think Clapton's mid, like 50-50.
Andrew's take, I love Cocaine.
Yeah. I know that take too. I'm definitely now quoted on the internet as saying so.
Clapton is 50-50
because he's got some technical ability, but he's not really flashy. His phrasing is great. And listenability, it's kind of, I think because it spans so much, it's kind of mid.
I'm realizing maybe this is cheating. I scrolled down the list a little bit. It's gonna get real ugly.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't even know if, like, based on the list, Clapton. Maybe you could argue that Hendrix is maybe too high. I don't know, but I feel like Clapton at 50 might be high.
Okay, for which one? Listenability.
Wait, I'm assuming 100 is the best score.
100 is the best score. This is not golf score.
Yeah, so this is a tough thing. Amanda says Clapton is background music to me, good at the grocery store. I mean, definitely later Clapton, Changed the World, which is arguably not Clapton.
Yeah.
Tears in Heaven, like that's grocery store music.
Yeah.
Clapton, man.
All right. What do you
I mean,
think?
we
Let's
could,
start with technical. Do you think 50? You think very mid?
yeah, probably.
Or you think lower?
I was thinking like 40.
Okay. We'll start them. So we'll split the difference at 45.
45. All right. And then listenability, I'm thinking like, man, that's tough. For me, I would rather listen to Hendrix, so he's lower than Hendrix.
Yeah,
I would
he's lower
probably
than
say like
Hendrix.
a 50 for listenability.
All right. Well, then.
And actually, man,
this is where it would plot him currently.
you know what? What you think he's a 50 like on listenability? Because part of me is like 50 because but I'm also thinking that for myself personally, he's like a 20.
Oh, see, I think he's more listenable than that on like a grand scale of Beyond You and Me.
I'm just thinking about like again as I go down the list, where does he sit in terms of people I want to listen to? What's up? What's up, Voltic?
What's up, John? Andrew, when we get to EVH,
we'll
put him at 100 skill, 0 listenability. Absolutely not. EVH is not a 100 technical ability. Not on this list. He's not. He's way up there. He's way up there. This is going to get ugly if we don't get some people in the lower half, Steve.
That's what I'm saying. And we're 2 in, and we're working in the upper half here.
I love it.
Our next one up is the other Jimi.
Mm-hmm.
The only which
Jimmy
is
Page.
Jimmy Ray.
Oh yeah.
Are you Jimmy Ray? Who wants to know? One James Patrick Page.
All
Man. Right. So this is and again, like here's the other take over here is like where do you sit with, is Jimmy Page good or is Zeppelin good?
I think Page is good because he was a studio musician even before he joined Zeppelin.
Right. But I'm saying, what's blowing my mind is you people grocery shop without headphones in your own. I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I just need to disconnect from listening to my own choices.
Yeah.
So Joe, this is based on like some
this is a Rolling Stone magazine list,
and I think it's an old one.
Or
at least it's not updated. The only woman on this list is Bonnie Raitt, I think.
Yeah, I think it is, which is pretty awful. But I pulled a list for this. I honestly haven't looked at all the names even. I'm looking.
I mean, I wouldn't put Taylor Swift in the top 100 guitarists anyway.
No, I wouldn't.
Anyway.
I would put Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Sharp, sorry. I would put her in the list, which we have one to spare. We can put her in.
You had it right, Tharpe.
Was it Tharpe? Okay. I also know someone whose last name is Sharp and Tharpe, and it just all gets run in my head. So we're going to insert
Rolling Stone leaving off women. What a surprise!
What a surprise! We are, because we're short one. We're going to put Sister Rosetta Tharpe on this list. I'm putting her between Duane Allman and Pete Townshend.
Okay. In terms of listenability, or
no, just in the list, like for us to get to.
Yeah. St. Vincent is not on the list.
Nope,
Joni Mitchell is not on the list.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy Page. This is the real reason we won't get through this list.
I think Page is really listenable. I think Zeppelin is really listenable. I think that is borne out by how popular it is. Yeah. I think he's technical, but I don't think he's Jimi Hendrix technical.
I feel like, yeah.
I'd put him above Clapton.
Yeah, I'm thinking technical, like in the mid 50s somewhere,
Okay.
like maybe a 50, 53,
Oh, interesting. I
54.
typed 54, so we're gonna put it
Well,
there. Listenability, though, I
listenability.
think Zeppelin's really listenable. I think Jimmy Page is really listenable.
You think he's? I mean, man, I think we put Hendrix too high.
Oh, we can revisit.
Because yeah, on the one hand, Zeppelin very listenable. On the other hand, man, if I wanted to get more fucking Lord of the Rings lore, I just watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but that didn't exist when they came out.
I just freaking turn on. I just go buy Baldur's Gate if I wanted that stuff.
Yeah, I get it.
What's the other one? What's the one all the kids are playing? Skyrim.
Kids, the game came out in 2011, Steve. That game's been out for 15 years.
Skyrim? Really?
Yes.
Damn.
It came out on 11/11/11.
What do I know?
Anyway, so Jimmy Page, I'm gonna make your argument 70 listenability. I think Zeppelin is way more listenable than a lot of this list.
All right, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
We'll come back, and maybe we drop Hendrix down in listenability.
The real thing we're gonna learn in watching this list is, and this is a known thing that I've talked about on the channel before, is that I don't listen to guitar music. I don't respect the greats.
It's okay. Well, we're looking at Harry Dangler says Jeff Beck is GOAT. Well, here we are at Jeff Beck.
I want to hit this. I mean, I've listened to a couple things. John says Emma Harner is the goddamn GOAT.
Oh.
And yeah, so that's, I mean, to that point, like I know about Emma Harner because of another person who arguably could be on this list if it wasn't just freaking white dude rock and roll music.
Yeah,
is Yvette Young.
Yvette Young should absolutely be on this list.
And even in the white dude rock and roll music genre, there's no Tim Henson on this list. There's no Misha Mansour. There's no Tosin. Like there is one artist on this list who has a hit after like the year 2000. I'm just gonna rant about this the entire time we're doing.
Do it. Look, I literally just typed in Rolling Stones top
Nita
100
Strauss
list. Nita should absolutely be on this list.
Yeah. So we're doing Jeff Beck. Yeah, Emily Wolf. There's a lot of, and you know, some of this you have to temper by like popularity. I understand that. I also think there's a lack of country musicians on the list, but we're not that far yet. Chet Atkins is eventually coming up, so there's at least one country adjacent artist, but only if country jazz is your thing, I guess. Jeff Beck. I cannot name a single Jeff Beck song.
Oh God.
Wait, did he play Smoke? Was he the Smoke on the Water guy?
No. I can't believe we're on this stream together.
Jeff Beck. I thought he was in what? Why did I think he was in Deep Purple?
Yardbirds.
Oh, okay. Who's the guy from Deep Purple?
Deep Purple he's also on this list. Richie Blackmore.
Yeah,
and then later Steve Morse was in Deep Purple. But all right.
And Joe Satriani was apparently in Deep Purple.
So here we go. Jeff Beck, I think, is incredibly has incredible technical ability.
Yeah, I know he's like very highly regarded. I just
I'm gonna make the argument for him at 80 for technical ability.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't.
He's not a shred speed guy, but he has nuance in his playing that a lot of people just don't have. But here's where I'm gonna make people mad. I'm gonna put him at something like 35 listenability.
Really? I'm just gonna input it. I can't. Like I said, I don't have a.
I say that even though I love Jeff Beck, I really genuinely love Jeff Beck's music. I also recognize I like it because he's a guitarist and it's all instrumental music, which instantly makes it not very listenable to a lot of people.
wherever country music, fun fact, wherever country music is the dominant radio music, suicides go up. So country music is the only music to cause suicide. If that makes a lot of sense.
If there's an actual study for that, please send it to me. I want to know.
Oh man.
Whoa. Oh yeah, Charlie Hunter is another great that I don't even know if was on this list. All right, we're gonna try to get through at least the top 10. And then we can start making some arguments about some people that aren't on here and maybe move some folks around. Because I'm looking down the list and I'm like, there's no reason for that. Oh, Joni Mitchell's on this list.
Oh, did I miss her?
Yeah, Joni Mitchell's on this list.
I scrolled down pretty fast.
Yeah.
But next up we got is this actually in the order of top order?
Yeah, this is in the order they gave them.
Okay. All right.
BB King.
BB King. Oh, BB King.
Mm-hmm.
BB King.
Technical ability is pretty mid, to be really honest.
You think he's above Clapton or below Clapton?
I think he's got to be above Clapton.
Is he exactly mid? Is he a 50 technical?
I think that's fair. He's got some technical ability, but this list is full of technical ability. For me, he's the most listenable guitarist we've come to yet. So that's me, though.
No, I mean, I think arguably I think I could listen to the argument that BB King is a 50 technical and like a 90 on listenability.
Yeah, because there's no one who doesn't like BB King.
Yeah,
I think it's extremely listenable music.
Fuck Google. Weird Al is on the top 100 accordionists of all time.
Right,
list, and unfortunately, this is a guitar channel. Sometimes maybe BB can't shred. Yeah, I'm willing to bet the most recent guitarist on the list is going to be Mark Tremonti or some other. I don't know.
No, there's a couple.
I don't think Tremonti is on here.
No, I hope not.
In a quick scan through the newest guitarist that I think is on the list is Jack White. If there's a newer one than Jack White,
Derek Trucks, Johnny Greenwood.
Johnny Greenwood's older than.
I feel like they all kind of hit the scene at the same time.
Johnny Greenwood's from like the early or mid 90s at least.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, are we calling the 90s and the aughts the same time?
Yes, they are all the same to me.
I guess Derek Trucks and Jack White are probably about the same age.
Yeah, Derek Trucks is like my age, so 45, 47.
He is 46.
Okay, look at that.
Jack White is 50, and his name is John.
Yeah. That's not his name.
That makes sense, actually, that his name is John, because a lot of Johns go by Jack for reasons. Yeah, so lots of white. Yeah.
No, there's. It's not just all white guys.
Yeah. There's only one white guy, Jack White. Heyo. He's the whitest guy. Is he even white?
Oh, this is the list I pulled. White. This is a 9-year ago list.
Oh, okay. So also on this, while we're here, I have never. This has been so frustrating. I've been looking for years for this list, but years ago, some magazine, which I don't know which one. I thought it was Rolling Stone, but I cannot for the life of me find this list. But there was a list of greatest guitar players of all time. And it was non-ranked. It was beautiful.
Oh. I like that.
What they did was, hey, Mark, what they did was they just clustered them in time period and genre. Because cool. to the point of this conversation and so many other conversations, how do you compare Django Reinhardt to Eddie Van Halen?
Exactly. You
It's
can't.
nonsense. It's
Okay.
really nonsense. So the idea is like, I remember, and again, this is like a 20-year-old memory. But I remember, like, I think like Hendrix. Actually, I don't even think Hendrix and Clapton, they might have been categorized separately, because I think Hendrix was categorized as like psychedelic, as part of like a psychedelic movement, and I don't remember who
Well,
else
he
was
he
with him.
was. He was.
Whereas I think Hendrix was grouped in, or sorry, Clapton I think was grouped in with Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page, and kind of, so there was like one category was like the British bluesman,
Okay.
because there's this whole wave of British blues, and then Hendrix I think was more, I don't remember, again I don't remember who else was in it. Chet Atkins and Les Paul and I think Merle Travis were kind of all in the same cluster, and then EVH and a bunch of other 80s dudes were all in the same. I don't really remember, but like that was the idea. So this whole thing about is could Jimi Hendrix take Eddie Van Halen in a fist fight or whatever, wasn't even a conversation. So anyway, sorry,
So
just a
here's
rant.
what
I've
I'm going to
never been
do.
able to find that list, and it
Here's what I'm
drives me
going to do
crazy.
then. So we've only been through 5, and that's fine, because these 5 are going to show up on everybody's top 100 guitar list, right?
Yeah.
So I went and found the more recent Rolling Stone list from
Okay.
2023. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to start going down that list instead, skipping the ones we've already done.
All right.
So since the order doesn't matter. All right, here we go. So the next guitarist is Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw this one coming up. Chuck Berry. For this list, for the top 100 guitarists of all time. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's got to be the worst guitarist on this list, and I think it might be Chuck Berry.
I don't think he's the worst on this list at all. But I
know who else is on this list. So maybe Chuck Berry's the second worst guitarist on this list.
I'm gonna yeah, we got to start doing some lower ratings. So here's the deal. Chuck Berry is not as technically skilled as Eric Clapton. So he's definitely below 45.
Chuck Berry has one song and he just changes the lyrics.
You're not. No, he has 2. He has 2.
Well, the other one is actually a Bo Diddley song, so it doesn't count.
You're not wrong. So, all right. I'd be willing to give 10.
Okay, yeah. I'll go
10.
Yeah, is Frampton, are we going to hit Frampton?
Yeah, Frampton's on this list. Of course, now that I've changed, I'm like, he's got to be on the list. There's no doubt. We're going to get to Frampton. Frampton's not top 10, though.
All right. Chuck Berry listenability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down with 10. I definitely want to put Chuck Berry closer to the bottom on technical ability. Not just because I think he's been surpassed significantly, but again, even for, I think he did a thing, and I think,
I mean, definitely one of the origins of rock and roll, made a significant impact.
Yeah. So, I mean, even I think in his era, you could argue that he was technically skilled, but I think that he was surpassed very.
You want to argue he was technically skilled in the same era that Wes Montgomery existed?
Again, it's we're talking about genre crossover things here. You want to throw out Wes Montgomery, but I don't listen to jazz, so
well, that's why it's a high technical score, low listenability score.
But yeah, so here's the thing on that Chuck Berry listenability, I kind of want to put him at like 25.
Oh, really? See, I think he's higher than that.
26.
I think he's more listenable than Jeff Beck, and Jeff Beck's at 35.
36, 40. Because again, like I run out of Chuck Berry very fast.
Yeah. No, I get that. All right. Well, we'll start. I put him at 37. So we're going to start there.
Okay. I'll put that down. 37.
All right. Next on the list that we've not covered, now that we've got a new list.
To Richard F's point, he was a highly entertaining performer.
Yes. Incredible performer.
He wrote a whole song about a bell, which is about his bell end. I'm British now, guys. Did you know that?
All right. This is where we come to Eddie Van Halen.
I thought we were doing a new list. It sounds like we're doing the same list.
No, this is a new list.
Eddie Van Halen, Edward Van Halen. We talked about this on the show when this came up. More of a controversial person than we think. Snarky only listens to Jeff Beck. He thinks Jeff Beck should be a 100.
Snarky, I adore Jeff Beck. He's not
jumping in, so he's jumping in the middle. He probably doesn't actually understand the premise, but that's fine. Edward Van Halen, technical ability for this list. Because I don't know what's on the other list.
Assume a lot of the same names. You can assume a lot of the same names.
I think he's probably at least 90th percentile.
Yeah, I was thinking 90.
You think there are 10 guitarists above this?
That's a good point.
Fuck Google says Van Halen said he learned to tap from Hendrix, therefore below Hendrix. I mean, Tony Gwynn learned how to swing a baseball bat from Ted Williams, but I think in terms of, making contact, he surpassed Ted Williams. But maybe that's not the best argument. Kobe learned the skyhook from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but I don't know.
Oh, that's going to be a controversial opinion on my part when we get to that person. I'm looking to see how many
Van Halen a 90.
I'm looking at the few people on this trying to figure out who I would call more technical. I've only got 2 so far.
The JJ says this is YouTube and there are probably people over 50 here, so be careful. Anything less than 90 could be dangerous.
I actually think
Ted Williams hit 406, I believe.
It's fine. I think 95. I'll give him a 95. I think there are 5 guitarists on this list more technical than Eddie Van Halen.
You think there are 5?
I think there are 5.
So you think he should be a 95?
Yeah, 95.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Listenability. This is where it's EVH is the most glazed guitarist on YouTube. Perfect demographic spread. I think EVH is more listenable, but at the same time, okay. I cannot name a single.
Don't you dare say you can't name a single Eddie Van Halen song.
A single Van Halen song that isn't David Lee Roth. And I don't know what that says about this list. I don't know what that says about
I don't
Hendrix or Eddie's impact. That
okay, I'll say the thing. I think Van Halen is less listenable than Clapton.
I don't know that I disagree with that.
I think they're a solid 40.
I guess I don't know when did Van Hagar start?
I don't know.
Van Hagar starts in 85. Yeah, I'm looking at their singles list. I don't think I know a single Eddie Van Halen song that's after 1984.
Yeah. And
I listened to 5150 once, but like nothing.
I'm working to set aside my guitarist my guitarist brain where I like Van Halen. I like the first 2 albums. Those are the ones I really listen to when I listen. But I don't think in the grand scheme of music, because this is more than just guitarists' guitar music. You know what I mean? I don't think they're that listenable. I think guitarists love them.
But the thing is, there's also this, you know, I've heard this many times.
Yeah.
Like that Van Halen, like there are people who love Van Halen from a, like they're like, they love Van Halen, the band, but then they're also like, yo, could you not play 20-minute guitar solos, please?
Yeah. Okay. So do you think more or less listenable than Jeff Beck?
I didn't have a take on Jeff Beck. Is the problem.
Chuck Berry.
Let's see what
Chuck Berry's at 37.
Michael Krause says Dreams. Let me listen to this song real
We're not, no, we do not have time to live listen to songs.
Yeah, I've never heard this song before in my life. If I have, it was on like a movie and I just didn't care.
I love that you are live listening to tracks. 30? You want to really piss people off?
You want to go that low?
Do you think?
Well, again, that's the whole thing. Like the first 2-3 Van Halen albums, I'd put that at like, I could put the first 2 or 3 Van Halen albums at like a 90.
Yeah,
90,
same.
Not 90, 91 or 89. But and again, anything after that, like I have no idea.
Okay.
The only Dreams I know.
All right, since we've got him at mid, at Eric Clapton, Eddie Van Halen, more or less listenable than Clapton?
Oh, more.
Okay.
Well, are we talking about Van Halen more listenable than Eric Clapton or Eddie Van Halen more?
You can't really separate the two because it's the music they create.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So Van Halen,
like,
more or
like
less listenable than Hendrix?
Oh man. You're pushing me on Van Halen into like the 70s. Let's see. More or less listenable than we tied Zeppelin with them is the problem.
Yeah.
I think, you know, we either have to raise Page and put Van Halen at 70 or we have to put Van Halen above 70.
Because I think Zeppelin is more listenable than Van Halen.
Ian Johnston, Eddie's most famous riff was on a keyboard.
Jump. He's not wrong.
I kind of want to put Eddie Van Halen at like 75.
All right, 75. Locking it in. It's in. I'm not arguing with that.
Take? That feels like a hot take.
So let's update the list. There is EVH way up there.
He's breaking the curve. We actually were getting kind of close to to forming a bell curve until that. We
were. All right. So now that we have, that's going to be a controversial take, I think. Van Halen, we've already done Jeff Beck. Here we go. In at number 6 on the more recent list, Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Okay. I've listened to a bit. My hot take here is this is super hard. Snarky says I'm not down with pedal guitarists. We'd have to take half of the list.
Yeah, we can't. We're separating
by 2026 standards, most of these people should have been in prison.
Yes.
Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Yep. Here's my hot take. I think more technical than Chuck Berry, but not as technical as Clapton. So between 10 and 45 on technical.
I was thinking like around maybe 2025. This is one of those instances of like super influential for her time.
Yes.
Also
her voice was incredible, so that's a major influencing point as well.
So what are you thinking? 20, 25, 30?
I'm okay with 25. I'm okay. I think it's a solid place.
Listenability. I've listened to a few songs. I wouldn't go out of my way
Yeah.
too often.
I think she's more listenable than Chuck Berry.
Yeah, I would probably put it like if I was in a palate cleansing mood, I would probably
40?
40 feels high.
38? Or you
Sure.
think she's a
38.
solid, or is she in that spot between Jeff Beck and Chuck Berry? No, she got to be more than Chuck Berry. So 38.
Yeah.
All right. Then that is Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
I mean, the point Mark says this list doesn't matter. You know, Taylor Swift is the GOAT. And that was the point I actually made on the show, is that in terms of guitar playing, not, you know, obviously, and this is part of the skew of this list, is we're looking at top 100 guitarists, compiled by whatever. But if you were just to go super broad and look at all guitarists forever, not just professional guitarists, like, but all guitarists, I feel like, you know, Taylor Swift probably can play rhythm guitar for, you know, the axis chords in like every key, or at least enough keys that you could get away with a capo on any of the first 4 frets.
100%.
And so at least five or six keys. And so I think that makes her an extremely mid guitarist. And arguably, you know, again, from at least an English language success level, one of the most successful guitar players of all time.
Yep, 100%. She's high on the listenable.
Perfectly a 50 and 100, which is like, she is the BB King.
No, okay, we're gonna walk away from that comment. Okay, number 9, Nile Rodgers.
Man,
uh-huh.
Is he even on the this first list?
He was originally on the list, but he was way down there.
Where? I don't even see him on here.
At least I'm pretty sure he was.
Nile was not on.
Was he not? Well, Nile is on this list, so for those of you that keep saying where are this guitarist? Where is this? We're going from the Rolling Stones top 100 list. From actually, it's the top 250. We're not going to get to 100, let alone 250. This is their 2023 list. We had to change some out of order because we had an older list when we started. Nile Rodgers, I think listenability is high.
I might argue. Fuck, man. I think he might be the listenability 100.
You think he's listenability 100? Hold on. I'm scrolling through. Nope, he's not. He's 100% not.
Is he the listenability 99?
He might be 99 though.
Is 100 Prince?
Yes. I'm saving 100 for when we get to Prince.
I scrolled down and I saw Prince. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about Prince.
All right, we're gonna put Nile Rodgers at a 99 listenability.
I think, you know, Nile Rodgers is interesting because he had such a resurgence doing the Daft Punk stuff, and then everyone started going backwards and was like, oh wait, yeah, he's kind of like the genius behind at least one, if not more than one, David Bowie album. He's on a bunch of isn't he? He's a Michael. Did any guitar? I'm mixing him up, and this is interesting. Like, it's so interesting because they're such different circles. Because I get the songs that he played on versus the songs that Stevie Ray Vaughan played on mixed up, because there's at least one pop song that they both played on.
Yeah.
And then Michael Krause does all the Chic stuff. Like, I think he was downplayed for a really long time because of Chic, and because the funk and disco era music was just kind of like looked down on for such a long time. And now that there's been a resurgence of those styles, people are like, oh wait, yeah, no, that the technical skill behind that music is actually super high, whether or not you like it.
Exactly. I think I'm seeing a bunch more top 10 listenables in the next few, if we get that far.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, what about
technical? I'm thinking about the list so far, what we've placed. I want to put him at maybe like a 60, 65. I don't know.
Okay.
Is he lower?
I think that I was thinking 70. I think 65 is a good median place there. So let's go there. That puts Nile Rodgers way up at the top in listenability. All right, moving on to the next guitarist on the list, which is, I got to scroll back down because I was way up here trying to go ahead and pre-place him. Let's see. Nile Rodgers. All right, number 10, Joni Mitchell.
Oh, this is that list.
Yes, this is that list. Well, technically on this list, she's number 9, but we've got her at number 10 because we did a couple things out of order.
Yeah, I remember when this list came out, people got real mad about this.
Yeah.
All
right. I think listenability is in the 80s.
That low?
It maybe high 80s, but like that's my like initial like spitball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Like 87, 88.
Yeah, like 80, 70, 88.
Let's call it 88. Technical.
I know she does all the weird tunings. That's a big deal. I don't know if that is technical skill though.
Does that make it better or worse?
Right.
But then it's, is that, gets into a whole other thing,
Yeah.
I mean, I want to put her probably in the 40s, I think, for technical.
I could see that. Above or below Clapton? You know what? Just to piss people off, above Clapton.
46?
46. Just to piss people off. That's my spite pick.
M says, personally, I think her weird tuning is a technical skill because she can make the weird stuff listenable, if that makes sense. I mean, I can.
I mean, but also like another guitarist that uses a lot of weird tunings. You've got Goo Goo Dolls, Johnny Resnick.
Right.
I don't think of him as very technical.
Right.
Snarky. No, Samantha Fish did not make Rolling Stone's top 100 guitarists.
Did she make their top 250 guitarists?
I don't know. I didn't go through more than 100. All right. We've got her placed. Now we're 10 in. Steve, I need 2 minutes to go refill my coffee. Can you drive for 2 minutes?
Sure.
Do that.
Where do you guys want to go? Where do we want to take this car? Where are we driving? This is always the problem with any of these lists. And maybe that's where the listenability gets in. Amanda says, I've never heard a Samantha Fish song. But it's one of these things where when you start getting into the fringes of things, how many what's the word I'm looking for? Like how there's definitely better guitarists who are not on this list because people have never heard of them. There's artists who haven't broken out yet. There's artists who will maybe never break out. There's just a lot of different, I think, things about the way. There's a lot of artists out there that just exist, so it is what it is. I haven't heard a single Samantha Fish song. I've only seen her on Instagram when it gets fed to me.
I've seen her live. She's great.
I'm gonna go do the thing that you just did.
Yeah, go get some coffee. I'll drive a little bit.
Well, who's the next person up?
The next person up is Duane Allman.
Yeah, this is a perfect time for me to go get a cup of coffee.
All right. So, what do y'all think about Duane Allman? We'll go ahead and get a head start here. How listenable are the Allman Brothers? I like them a lot, so I think of them as pretty listenable. I don't know. So, Samantha Fish has a sister named Amanda Fish, who I think is an arguably better artist. Just letting you know, Snarky, if you haven't heard Amanda Fish, you need to check her out. We haven't defined it, Heroglop, but yeah, Tim Lurch would be high technical skill. Oh, Dietrich, you got a great point. I think no, she is not related to Kingfish at all. This is it for me right here. I think the Allman Brothers are very listenable, but classic rock radio has kind of killed it. That's a big problem for me. I love them, and I think they're obviously highly listenable, but I think they're more listenable than Clapton, so they're above 50. Let's see. I'm going to make an argument for Allman Brothers at 65 listenability. All right, Steve. Wait, he don't have his headphones on yet.
Lord, I was born a rambling man. That's Allman Brothers, right?
Yes, that is the Allman Brothers.
Okay.
I make an argument for Allman Brothers being about a 65 listenability.
Does that make Duane Allman also a 65 listenability?
Yeah. Because, he is the Allman Brothers. I also think he's pretty technical. His slide playing is really, really, really technical.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to put him he's not above 70th percentile. Maybe 70. He might be 70.
Oh, interesting.
Harry, we'll get to SRV.
Let's see.
The argument has been made that while Allman Brothers are very listenable, classic rock radio has killed it for people.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably something to that. How does this sit that man, I don't know. I guess we already ranked Hendrix high. Duane Allman was 24 when he died.
Uh-huh. No, he's a member of the 27 Club, I believe. Or was he 24?
No, he's 24.
Oh, okay. I thought he was 27 Club.
Most of the 27s killed themselves. He crashed into a car or into the back of a truck, which is a little different. Possibly he crashed into the wrecking ball that was on the back of the truck, which is more interesting somehow. But man, this is not a hot take. I forget his name too.
Yeah, no idea. This is also a hot take. I disagree.
Oh,
I think
Maury Muehlheisen.
I think SRV is more technical than Hendrix. Maybe not as listenable for some folks, but I think he's more technical.
I mean, we'll get there.
Yeah. Duane, technical ability. I think he is. He's no EVH. Obviously. I don't think he's even a Jeff Beck, but I think he's more technical than Hendrix. 71,
so
72.
Like 70, what do you, 71, 72? Yeah. I'll call it 72. Santrix says, why EVH above Jeff Beck? I'm angry now. EVH is just ZZ Top on speed.
I mean, I disagree. I think EVH is way more technical. See, I disagree. I think SRV had a much broader style than Hendrix if you listen to all of the albums and get away from the E shuffles. If you listen to Couldn't Stand the Weather, if you listen to yeah, he's much wider. All right. So here is our updated list with Duane placed. All right, now we are on to Carlos Santana.
Man, Carlos Santana. Oh man. He's kind of in that Chuck Berry realm for me personally.
Yeah.
In different way, but it's kind of like it's borderline one riff wonder kind of a status. I mean, Carlos Santana has more than one riff, but they all just kind of sound like the same riff.
Yeah, they do.
So it's a little different.
There is a Santana scale that if I taught you the scale, you could sound just like Carlos Santana.
Amanda says Santana is nap rock. Andrew says Santana had 2 good albums and a couple comeback songs.
Yeah.
Carlos can play, tell a story, nice guy, and I never need to hear him.
All right. So what I'm hearing is, despite being a great guitarist, and he has great tone, we're seeing Carlos in that like 30 to 40s listenability range, or is it lower?
I don't know if that makes him lower or higher. Like, I mean, this goes back to who are we talking about earlier? Like late Clapton. I think he's more listenable than Clapton.
Okay. And we put Clapton at 50.
I'd put Santana at like 51.
All right, 51. 52. What about technical skill? Above or below Clapton?
Technical, probably I would maybe say
all right.
Below, I think below Clapton.
While Steve is thinking about this, I'm going to reiterate a couple of the rules, y'all. The rules are we're doing 1 through 100, and we cannot repeat a number. So we can't say, oh, Jeff Beck and Clapton are like similar listenabilities and give them the same score. We have to choose above or below.
Yeah, WizDog says Santana's a cool 35. Santrix says above Clapton, so it's kind of like Michael Krause says, I would rather listen to late era Clapton than Santana. I don't like Clapton. I mean, here's the thing, like, I think I'd rather listen to Game of Love than, and so this is part of the problem. Part of the problem, for better or worse, even, and this is more about the listenability.
Yeah.
Is Clapton is so good at picking his collaborations, and now when I start thinking this,
that's not
smooth is a meme.
It's a song that I never get tired of hearing, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But Smooth, Maria, like,
yeah.
If you said you can only listen to, late 90s, 2000s Santana, and you can never listen to Clapton again, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd be down for that. I would be down for that. I actually kind of think in like the grand scheme of
Yeah,
listenability
Game of
and
Love.
technical skill, Clapton and Santana are really close.
Yeah, probably.
So
But do you think Santana is above or below?
I think Santana sits like right with BB King in that 50, 51, 49 territory. 51, 51.
All
I
right.
say
He's in.
technical listenability 51, 51.
Yeah.
All right. That means that dot is not going to get a label because it is too close to an other dot. So a few things are going to get hard on this to see as we get things really close, people really close to each other.
Yeah. This chart is not big enough to fit what 99 or whatever numbers on it.
All right. So here's one that I'm going to have to tell you who he is, I bet.
Sure.
Jimi Nolan.
Yeah, I've never heard that name before in my life.
He was James Brown's guitarist.
Okay.
So I'm gonna very quickly tell you that I think Jimi Nolan is on the low end of technical ability. And I don't think as a guitarist he's super listenable, but obviously James Brown is very listenable. So like that's the hard thing. He's not like it's not a band that's built around the guitar playing.
Right. And this is like, I'm trying to look through like what era of James Brown is he the guitarist?
He played for James Brown Papa Got a Brand New Bag. That's him.
Okay.
Funky Drummer, Let Yourself Go, Cold Sweat. That's him.
Man.
This is such a hard one. And remember, y'all, we are talking the 100 greatest guitarist list, and you can argue about who's on it and who isn't on it, but every one of these guitarists is good.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. So if we give them a low technical skill, we're not saying they're a bad guitarist.
Yeah, both English magazine Mojo and Rolling Stone named him the 12th greatest guitar, and arguably great. Again, greatest isn't either. Is maybe is kind of the same as this, right? Yeah. The list is tough because do you lean towards how it sounds in the mix or isolated?
Santrix says give him a 4 for technical and an 81 for listenability. I don't think that's wrong. I think he's bottom 10. I think he's sub 10th or 90, 10th percentile in guitarist skill, technical ability. But I think he's definitely very listenable.
Oh, he played an acoustic Black Widow.
Okay.
I'm reading his Wikipedia page.
Yeah, and without looking at the other, having the few I've looked at on this list, I think he's actually pretty low on even the 10th percentile.
And this is definitely like one of the. This is like in this Chuck Berry, Rosetta Tharpe thing, in that like you don't have a lot of. Part of what I think from reading, because again, I'm not thinking. I didn't know the name offhand, but it's like you think about Jesus. Nolan ran these guitars through a Fender Twin Reverb with the treble set at 8.
And probably the bright switch on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call him a 5. I think he's a 5.
I mean, someone's got to be.
Someone has to be number 5, and I think that's where he is. Listenability, though, I'm with the folks who are like, he's like.
I mean, certainly, like his listenability or his influence has to.
Hold on.
Fit in the
Harry. We will get to David Gilmour. I swear he's on the list. We're gonna get there. We're not picking and choosing here. We're going down a set list.
I don't know. We only have half an hour left. Maybe we don't.
I know. We'll go faster.
I'm half joking. Listenability. He's influential. I don't know that I would go out of my way to listen to him. I
would
want to say like 40.
Deja, I would absolutely not score him higher than Corey Wong on technical ability ever. Listenability, yes.
Oh my gosh, it's Deja. I'm so dumb. I read it earlier as DeJade. DeJJ.
No, it's Deja. DeJJ. YouTube. All right. I think listenability, I'm going to call it a 78.
That high?
Yeah. James Brown is so listenable, dude.
Yeah.
And it's all about that rhythm, and he is part of that groove. He's a key part of the funk in the groove of James Brown. So I think it's got to be. He's got a great sense of rhythm.
I want to jump the line here, possibly. I don't know who's next on the.
Well, who do you want to jump to, and I'll tell you.
Pete Townshend.
Oh, hold on.
Because he's next on the list that you originally sent out.
Yeah, he is. I don't know where he is. He's not in the top 50 of the most recent.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's not in the top. Oh no, I'm sorry. He is. He's 37th. He's 37th. There he is.
Where did Ryan doesn't make this graph? Ryan's not in the top. Ryan's not in the top 250 guitarists of all time.
No one I know personally makes this. No one. Wait, have I met anyone who might be on this list? I don't think I've met. Oh nope, I bet Hubert Sumlin is on this list, and I have met Hubert Sumlin.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, I've met Hubert Sumlin
because that was one of the names I saw and was like, "Who the hell is this?"
He was a guitarist from Muddy Waters.
Ah, okay.
And Howlin' Wolf, and like he played with a bunch of the Chicago guys. All right. Do you want to jump? Because technically the next guitarist is Tony Iommi.
Yeah, I want to do Pete Townshend.
Okay, Pete Townshend next then. All right. This is not where I expected us to go.
I want to rate Pete Townshend as like this feels hot. Pete Townshend overrated. Max Mustard Man says Ryan is the top 100 surf guitarist. That's because there's only 45 surf guitarists.
I was gonna say no, he's actually not there either. But I don't know how many surf guitarists there actually are.
I'm sure there's more. I just thought that would be just cracking a joke.
I was telling somebody that the playing Ryan did in his White Falcon demo is some of the best guitar playing I think he's done on the channel. He sounded great. Lil Wayne definitely does not make this list. All right, Steve, Pete Townshend.
I want to put him at like a 15 on technical, and I don't know why, but I feel like that's about right.
I'm gonna have to defer because I don't listen to enough of the Who. I've met Pete Townshend's brother.
Well, Pete Townshend's brother, I don't think is gonna make the list.
No, he's not. He is also a guitarist, but he's not gonna make the list.
Okay, so this is, Dietrich, me and Dietrich are on the same page here. I think Pete Townshend is like an 80, 70s, 80s rank listenability.
You think the Who is that listenable? I think you're right.
I think the Who's more listenable than Zeppelin.
Okay.
Last I checked, Led Zeppelin isn't the theme song for every CSI.
All right, so let's call it 80. We'll call it 80. That would make the chart look like this.
Oops.
All right, now we're going to go back. Tony Iommi.
Tony Iommi.
This is where I maybe make people mad. I don't think Black Sabbath is actually that listenable.
Damn.
I think you need to be really into a specific style of music for it. It doesn't have the broad appeal we tend to be talking about when we're talking about listenability.
Right. No, I mean that's not unfair.
I think Sabbath is less listenable than Clapton.
Man.
Yeah.
Less listenable than Clapton.
Yeah. So I mean that means I think they're in the lower 50%.
I don't know if I can get on board with it. I mean
all right, here's the deal. Okay, I'm going to come up with a number. You come up with a number and we'll split the difference.
my browser crashed after you said Black Sabbath was not listenable.
Okay. What's my number for them? I would put them. Okay, I know where I would put them. I know exactly where I would put them.
Tony Iommi. Are you doing listenable first?
Listenable first. Because I think he's fairly technical. I think he's above half. I think he's top 50% for technical.
Listenable. I'd say like a 60.
Okay.
65. I mean, we already have a 65, but
yeah. I was gonna say 40.
No, I don't think so. I think you got to go higher.
If we split the difference, 53.
Is that the difference?
53. Somewhere in there.
That's fine. Technical, you think technical is higher?
Yeah, I think technical, he's more like a 60.
All right.
All right.
Do we give him a bonus for having 9.5 fingers?
No.
Yeah, Deja. I mean, this is part of the issue with, and this is where we get your Chuck Berrys and your Rosetta Tharpes and whatever is you're looking at back in time periods.
Yeah, they just aren't as technical, and that's okay. That's fine. But this isn't their technical ability for their era.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 16, Prince. I think it's 100 listenable. I think Prince is the most listenable guitarist on this list.
No, I mean, that's man, actually now I'm looking at the list. I'm seeing other things on the list. And now I'm kind of wondering.
I don't think there's anyone more listenable.
No, you're probably right.
Yeah, I can't think of a guitarist on this list that has more wide-ranging appeal than Prince. Also, by the way, the new version of this has Clapton at 35.
Of course, yeah. I mean, a lot
changed.
Again, the people argued when it came out that the Rolling Stone, their 2023 list was so woke.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
I think Prince 100 listenability. I think he's a solid 70. Ooh, is he more technical than Duane Allman? He might be a 70 on technical. Maybe higher. I don't know if there's.
I just shrunk the wrong window.
I don't know if there's 30 people more technical than Prince. Which also makes me feel like we have Duane Allman too low.
You think? Oh, at 72?
So I have him at 71, but yeah. I want to retroactively, I want to change Duane Allman. I want to take him to 75. What do you think?
I mean, that's barely moving, I'm so sure.
It is, but like in the grand scheme
of that, so you can put Prince lower?
Well, he's above 4 more people. No, yeah, because I think I want Prince in that 70 to 75 range.
How about 72?
Yeah, 72. I would put him there.
Since we're so obsessed with pedophiles, Tiny Tim is legend status and does not
Oh
need
my
to be on
God.
lists or graphs. He would definitely be on the Epstein list if he had lived that long.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I feel like there's not enough people on the bottom end of listenable on this list so far. Let's see if we can get through. What do we got? 25 minutes left, and we could go a little long, but we're at how many guitars have we done? 16. Let's get to 20 and see where we are.
Wait, yeah, Santrix. I don't remember exactly the details, but I think he married his cousin or something that was like, it's super weird. His first marriage was to a 17-year-old, and then his last marriage, she was 39, but he was like,
Did we mention he was
60 or something.
37 in that first marriage?
Yeah,
by the way?
he was 37, and he married a 17-year-old. So, there's some. Tiny Tim was a weird dude. He was, at best, like, the best argument for him is that he was probably a below average mental acuity. And
Did you read Earl?
did I read? Oh,
Yeah. It always chat, even though it was difficult to respect some opinions. Later, Earl.
like, there's aspects of Tiny Tim where it seems like he was probably abused in terms of, like, from people around him were pushing him to be in the spotlight more than he was actually capable of handling.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so it's hard to, determine how many of his issues were built off of some sort of PTSD state that it seemed like he kind of lived in. Maybe like a year or so, there was just a bunch of podcasts who were doing deep dives on Tiny Tim. So yeah.
Michael Krause says next live stream, top 100 inappropriate musicians. I don't want to put that out.
All members of Red Hot Chili Peppers are on this list.
Yeah, well, no, but one of them is. All right. Number 17 is Keith Richards.
Keith Richards.
Yeah. How listenable is Keith Richards and the Rolling Stones? And if you tell me they are less listenable than the Who, I'm going to have to tell you to get.
What's wild is Keith Richards is not on the original list.
Is he not?
He was not in the top 250 list.
He might. Well, that was only 100, and he may have been the name I was missing. Because it does not make sense that he would not be on that list.
Keith Richards.
I think he's low on the technical skill.
No, I agree. Oh, Santrix, John Frusciante. No, it's Anthony Kiedis.
Extremely inappropriate.
Amanda says, how many in the chat still listen to the radio like I do? Where I live, there's like barely radio. It's all like I live in a weird place where I'm like in between transmitters. But anyway, Keith Richards, technical ability. I don't think of the Rolling Stones as particularly technical in general.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know if there's, I would probably, like, looking at the list, I would probably put him in like maybe 30.
Technical.
I
could go with that. That's not a bad number for me.
Listenable, obviously, Rolling Stones.
F Google. I'm at work and I'm outraged.
I mean, I'd be outraged if I was at work too.
Yep.
I'm just glad no one's called me from work. That would be a real stream disruptor.
Yeah.
Listenability. Are the Rolling Stones more or less listenable than Joni Mitchell? I think is the question. Are they more or less listenable than... Okay, so thinking like 81, 82, 83, somewhere in there?
Let's see. Are they... I think 81.
81. Right above the Who.
Right above the Who. I
I
can't put them below the Who. I think they're way more listenable than the Who.
I think, this is a benefit of the radio for sure. I like how it makes the choices for me more so than because I use YouTube Music, and YouTube Music is for what it's worth pretty horrifically. Oh, thanks, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Is pretty horrifically algoed. Like, it's not good algorithmically good. YouTube Music. Name 5 songs by anyone on the list besides Paige. Can I even name 5 Led Zeppelin songs? I don't know.
I could name 5 Hendrix songs, 5 Clapton songs, 5 Jeff Beck songs.
I think I could name 5 EVH songs, but
I think I could not name 5 Sister Rosetta Tharpe songs. I could not name 5 Nile Rodgers songs, but he's super listenable every time. I couldn't name 5 Joni Mitchell songs. I could definitely name 5 Duane Allman songs or Allman Brothers songs. I could name 5 Carlos Santana songs. I could name 5 Jimi Nolan James Brown songs. I could not name 5 Black Sabbath songs.
Really?
I really couldn't.
Well, I don't know.
I could do Prince and Keith Richards and this next one. All right. Next one on the list, number 18.
Yeah, Ian, you expect us to remember things at our age?
Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson.
Now I'm because this is my wheelhouse.
Robert Johnson was number 76 on the... Wow. He was down in the 70s on the original list.
He was 16 on the list we are updated to, but he's 17 for us because Clapton it would not be yet. Here's the deal. I think he's pretty technical, even by modern standards, but he's still not above BB King. So he's still sub 50.
Yeah. I'm down
listenable. I think he's one of the bottom 15 listenable.
Because the recordings are so bad, or because the songs aren't good?
No, the songs are great, but it's a style that's hard on modern ears. He has this really high singing voice. It's really grating. You have to really get into it. Right? So I'm okay with saying this is not very listenable music, even if it's really important and I think great music.
You think he's lower than Chuck Berry?
On listenable? Yes.
Is he 1?
No. He is not 1, I don't think.
5.
Where do we put Chuck? At 37?
I'm reading the chart wrong.
Oh, you're reading it the other way around. Yeah.
No, you're right.
I think Robert Johnson is a solid 20 technical ability.
20 technical.
I think 22, and I think he actually falls into the 15 listenable.
Done. 20 and 15.
Yeah. As much as I love Robert Johnson's music, I've listened to all of it a lot. Sure. I don't think it's very listenable for the average person.
Sure.
All right. Now Mother Maybelle Carter.
What?
Yeah. Mother Maybelle Carter is number 17 on the Rolling Stones 2023 top 250 list. She's part of the Carter family. Will the Circle Be Unbroken, Bury Me Under the Weeping Willow, Wildwood Flower. Super influential. I don't think very technical at all. I think bottom 5 technical.
Oh, man.
Deja, Skip James is way more listenable for the era. And Blind Lemon Jefferson is definitely more listenable than Robert Johnson was. The songs just weren't as good. And it's where we see production matter, right? Blind Lemon Jefferson was just the recordings are better. He's a more relatable singing style. That's why it's more listenable. Anyway,
All right, hit me with those numbers again.
I think for who? Mother Maybelle Carter?
Yeah.
I think Mother Maybelle Carter is like maybe 4 technical, maybe 3. Listenable.
I mean, if you're gonna say Jimi Nolan is a 5, you think
I think she's lower.
No, I know. I'm saying as high as 3.
That's true. She might be the one, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
What are you thinking about listenability wise?
I'll be honest, I don't listen to the Carter family. I don't know.
Is this like a 10? Is this like a below 10? Because I guess you got to compare to Robert Johnson at this point. That's your
exactly.
Low watermark. Is this also a 1, which would fit 100% in the thesis?
It would.
Who's it's 2026. Who's listening to the Carter family in 2026? That's kind of mean. I think actually when I was the year I did academic decathlon, the music subject was country.
Okay.
And I believe that album had the Carter family on it. I'm trying to good, I found it. I actually found the album. Yeah, Carter family.
She was the guitarist, according to this list, who transformed the guitar from simple rhythm strumming to an instrument that could play melody, rhythm, and bass by using her thumb to do the bass notes. And it says, perhaps the most emulated guitar player of all time. But I also don't...
that's influence.
Yeah, exactly. That's not listenability. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a 5 listenable.
Call it thumb lead style.
I think there are at least 4 people less listenable on this list than the Carter family.
All right. 5.
There might be 4 less listenable.
Yeah, I mean, we still haven't gotten to Stevie Ray Vaughan, so
we're gonna fight.
We're
gonna fight. All right, number. Here we go. What number are we on? We're on number 20. We're up to 20. I can't believe we're this far. Tom Morello.
Oh, who was 46 on the previous, or in the 40s, I believe, on the previous list. Listenability, Tom Morello is kind of controversial because I feel like Rage Against the Machine can be very listenable depending on your mood. But if you were to just isolate Tom, you'd probably be like, what the hell am I listening to?
I do think they're a harder listen than Chuck Berry.
That's fair.
But I wouldn't put them in like Robert Johnson territory either. I'd put them like solid like 30.
Yeah, I would 30. I was thinking love everything Tom Morello in a band. Oh yeah, Tom. That's the flip side of his. I'm talking about Rage Against the Machine, but I think while his Audio Slave parts are maybe less technical than his Rage Against the Machine parts, they're definitely more listenable.
Yeah, I agree. Audio Slave was a much more listenable band.
Is 0 an option?
0 is not an option, Jacob. All right. Technical skill.
Santrix says Morello is more listenable than Townshend.
I disagree. Again, this is not me saying their music is good or bad. What we're trying to do is we are trying to establish broad appeal, not our individual opinions.
I mean, I'm kind of doing both, but
I know you are.
Technical skill for Tom Morello. I mean, he's really good at whammy, which is a skill, but that's so,
I think he's sub 50 technical skill.
okay, more or less than Clapton.
Where do we put Clapton at 45? I think he's that step. He's between Joni Mitchell and BB King.
So like 47
or 48, one of those. I'll do 48 to leave room for somebody more technical.
Yeah. All right. Jacob says I'm also the one person who actually likes the Carters still.
Yeah, that's true. Jacob loves his grandpa's music. It's fine. All right, so here we are. Man, that Tom Morello take is kind of a hot take. All right, Steve, we have technically 10 minutes. Do you want to try to get to 25 total?
Oh, I can go forever, man.
Oh, then let's see how far we can get then. All right, next one is Freddie King.
Freddie King. Not on the original list.
Was he not?
No.
Oh, he definitely should have been.
There were only. Oh wait, maybe I'm. Oh, just kidding. He was. He was about to say He was right after David Gilmour.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, we're not there. Gilmour's not here yet. I'm going ahead and typing up through 25.
Freddie King. I don't think Freddie King could walk in the room, and I don't think I would know who he is.
That's unfortunate.
I know. I know he's like one of the three kings. I know that whole thing, but that's all kind of sitting. I think in my head he's maybe the third of the three of them.
Yeah, I agree. He is the third that comes to mind. I think but he's arguably cooler than both of the other ones. But that is not what we're here to judge. I think technical ability, he is less technical than BB.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is.
Is he more technical than Clapton?
Ugh. I think he is that spot below Tom Morello at 47.
Fuck Google says there are four kings. No, there's four lights though. There are four lights.
Freddie King might be one of. He's a top 3 favorite guitarist of mine, but I can appreciate the music and understand that doesn't make him the most listenable or the most technical guitarist on the planet.
Nady Patati says we should be judging on coolness.
Oh, Freddie King would be next time. Top tier.
The coolest.
Dude, have you seen the lapels he wore?
Yeah. Oh, I was just looking at pictures.
Man, he's the coolest dude. Okay. I mean,
all right, technical. Is he the 48, 47, 49?
I put him at 47 because Morello's at 48.
Less technical than Tom Morello.
I think he's less technical than Tom Morello.
Is he more listenable than Tom Morello?
Yes. I think he is.
Is he more listenable than Eric Clapton?
Yes. Because in Freddie King, you get what Eric Clapton was trying to be.
Right. We're thinking like 60. How's he compared to Duane Allman? More or less than Duane Allman?
I think I actually think he's less than Duane Allman, just because I'm trying not to wear my like blues fandom.
Right. So like 63.
Let's see. Who else do we have in that range? Anybody?
Hendrix was 69. Allman was 65.
Okay. I'd say let's go with 60. He can be our 60.
Solid 60. Okay. Yep.
Yes, you need to listen to Freddie King. Freddie King is so good.
Who's Earl King?
I do know Earl King. He's not in that same conversation. Let's just put it that. And he's not the Earl King, which is the elf king in Wagner's dramatic music writing either. All right. So here we are. We've got to get to 25. Here's what we've got.
Don't forget Don King.
Freddie King is cooler than Jack White every single day.
How do you...
Because they both play red 355s or 345s. I don't know. They definitely don't look alike. All right.
Earl King has an album called Sexual Telepathy.
Oh, God. So we have 4 more guitarists to get to 25. 2 are blues, 2 are rock. So here we go.
Who's next?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stephen Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
The best King. Dude, I haven't had Burger King in so long.
Me either, and I'm going to keep it that way.
I did have Wendy's last night, though.
Oh, Wendy's is solid. Wendy's is the best big brand fast food burger. I'll fight anybody on that one.
Can you do that same graph again, but with YouTube guitar players? I mean,
this we can do this graph with anything.
Tupac's Not Dead sends $10 and says, "What about Fripp?"
Oh, I think we get there. All right. Let's stick with where we are first. If
we did YouTube guitar players, we could actually we could just also share the clips and then rate, we could do a whole thing, just have people send in 20 videos, and then we can rank the videos, but also the best, again, this is gonna, the hard thing about that is, you're gonna rate all these people, and then at the next NAMM you're gonna have all these YouTubers trying to kick your ass.
Let's go. Okay, hold on. I gotta answer this one too.
That's not real.
Google. In-N-Out. In-N-Out is not a major fast food brand. You cannot be a major fast food brand and only be in 6 states. You can't do it. Wendy's is in every state.
All right. Are they in every? I mean, they probably.
I'm sure they are. Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stephen Ray Vaughan. Right.
All right. Technical skill. He's definitely more technical than Clapton or Page.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I think Clapton, he's more technical than Hendrix.
I would put Stevie Ray Vaughan probably my gut wants to say 72.
We've got Prince at 72. Is he more or less technical than Prince?
71.
Yeah, it's really hard for me. I do think they're right 73? At the same level. I'm going to say 73.
Is he a 70 to Hendrix's 69?
No, I think there's gap between him and Hendrix.
Todd says we could work for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'd love to work for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that would be rad.
I don't think they can meet my salary demands, but
I bet they have librarians at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh, they definitely have.
Yeah, they got archivists, so I could do that.
They definitely have.
I just don't want to live in Cleveland.
I mean, Culver's is in one state.
They're in a few more than that, but they're not in every state. So we don't have a Culver's in Mississippi at all. So
I'm actually looking. They serve 26 states, mainly in the Midwest.
Yeah. See, sorry, it's got to be a national brand. You can't do this. Oh, in this region, but then that's not available everywhere. So, all right, Stevie Ray Vaughan, listenability.
In-N-Out is in 10 states, I think.
Is it 10 now? Yeah, still, it's only in 20% of states. So,
yeah. But they're, they also in serving those 10 states, they probably have more far greater distribution than Culver's.
Yeah.
In terms of people, in terms of the individual, the market size. Anyway, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Listenability.
How many of these guitarists, hot take.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a super hot take.
Hot take. If Eric Clapton died when he was 35, does he rank higher on this list?
Yes. Yes.
How many of these people are oh yeah, he was Duane Allman was awesome. Yeah, because we never got to Duane Allman's disco era because he died.
Wait. So how old was Clapton? No. If Clapton was a member of the 27 Club, he'd probably be regarded as because he recorded Derek and the Dominoes when he was 25.
Right.
Oh my God. If he had died at 27, we would think way more highly of Clapton. Gosh, that's dark. I'm so sorry I'm saying it out loud. But
SRV has a lot of blues lawyers to answer for.
okay, so I think Stevie's more listenable than Freddy.
Okay.
I think he is less listenable than The Who. Less listenable than
I think that's a good take.
I think he's less listenable than
Where did we put his technical? 73. 73.
I think he's more listenable than Van Halen, but I think he's less listenable than James Brown.
So he's 70. He's 76.
I think 76.
Done and dusted.
All right. Updated again.
There, Jacob says there's a Culver's in Birmingham, so you need to go.
Is it really?
Culver's.
Oh my no! When I go to Birmingham, the last thing I want to do is eat at a Culver's. I disagree, Hendrix.
Yeah, where is Brian May on this list? He's got to be on.
Yes, he is. He's coming up on the list. He's coming up. All right. Next,
at some point, I think maybe once we hit 25, we just do a rundown of like 5 guitar people that are maybe deeper on the list that we have not gotten to.
Okay, I think that's a good way to do it.
We'll just have to kind of go off chat.
Yep, that's fine. All right, so here we go. Randy Rhoads.
Randy, again, this Randy Rhoads. This is a.
I think
I guess he played on Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman, so I kind of know a little bit. He's Crazy Train.
I think he's 100 technical.
You think he's the 100?
I think
I don't know his music well enough.
Maybe he's not, but I think he's above EVH in technical. And I don't know because I'm only seeing the top 50 right now.
Right.
And I don't see anyone in the top 50 that I think you are more technical than Randy Rhoads.
Prodigy type ranking. Randy Rhoads. Santric says, what the fuck? Jeff Beck is 80 and Randy is 100.
Yeah. Yeah. Randy
my wife's
is way
in the
more
other,
technical.
My wife's in the other room playing 1,000 Miles on marimba.
That's awesome.
I think that's what's happening. So we think what would that put him at, like a 90? You think he's above EVH?
I think he's above EVH.
On technical.
I think he is
95, 96, 97.
If he's not the top.
You think he's the 100 on this list?
The only way someone ends up more technical is because they're not in the top 50, just gonna spoiler alert, is if like Satriani or Vi is in the 51 to 100. And I don't know if they are.
Satriani. Oh, hold on. I have a selection. Satriani is not on this list.
Okay.
Vi, well, at least the list that I have, because I know you're on the newer list.
Yeah, newer list.
Neither Satriani or Vi are on the older list.
Okay.
So
I
lost them.
I think Randy's 100.
Randy Rhoads, the technical 100.
Technical 100.
Interesting. Listenability.
Not 100.
Again, like I'm very, Crazy Train. I enjoy Crazy Train. I don't think I know any other, like really any other songs that he played on.
I really like the arguing in the comments. People are really not happy about our picks. That means we're doing this right.
Quiet Riot. Was he on any of the Quiet Riot that I know?
I don't know.
Quiet Riot 1, Quiet Riot 2.
Listenable. I don't think he's as high as a lot of people want us to put him.
Quiet Riot in my, wasn't, I don't know any Quiet Riot before Come On Feel the Noise, and by that point he was already in Aussie, playing for Aussie. Oh, take that back. By that point he was dead. We also did not live to see Randy Rhoads' disco era.
Wiz, you also don't know who else is on this list yet. I have Jeff Beck is, for the record, Jeff Beck is my favorite guitarist. I adore Jeff Beck, but I'm being very realistic about technical ability. I think there are 20 players higher on the list than Jeff Beck. I may end up being wrong. We may have to redo these if we ever actually got through all 100. We're not going to get there.
You think listenability, Randy Rhoads, you would put him below 50?
For listenability?
How far below 50 would you put him?
I think he's above Tom Morello. I think he's less listenable than Sister Rosetta Tharpe, but that's just me.
So let's see, that's between 30 and 38. So like 31, 32, 33, somewhere in there.
Yeah, let me look what else we've already got. Rosetta Tharpe is at 38, Tom Morello is at 30. I'd put him at 35.
$35. Put him down. 35. Oh, we already got a 35.
Oh, do we?
Jeff Beck was 35.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You're right. It is. I think he's less listenable than Jeff Beck.
All right, 34 it is then.
Albert King.
Albert King is next. Albert King was in the teens, I believe, on the first list. You know who's a big Albert King fan is Ryan.
Is he really?
That's actually Albert King, I believe, was kind of the inspiration for the Fender Flying V.
Oh, that makes sense. I think Albert is less technical than BB. Harry, technically there are 40 some odd people watching because there's a bunch of folks over on the 40 watt channel as well.
Yeah, Hendrix was exactly 69 and 69.
Yeah.
But Albert King,
I think Albert's less technical than BB. I think he's less technical than Joni.
But he's by default less technical than Clapton.
Yeah, I think he's less technical than Clapton.
Is he the 44? I
love Albert King a lot. I think he's a 40.
40. But you think he's very listenable?
I think he is really listenable. I think he's above 50%. No, actually, you know what? I'm going to be just really honest. His style, because who we got at 50 for listenable? Clapton.
Yeah. More or less listenable than Clapton is the question.
Yeah, more or less listenable than Clapton. I think less, but not by a lot. I think he's like 49, 48, like right there.
48. Punch it, 48.
48? All right. All right. In that case, there we go, updating the list.
You know, I to this, this is hilariously controversial. I have to imagine that Rolling Stone probably builds these lists the same ways. Like, I'm not convinced that Rolling Stone has, enough people to actually consume all of the music required to actually build a top 250 list.
100%.
And so I've been saying this all along. Like, half of these artists, I'm like, I know that name.
I'm calling it now. Next year's Rolling Stones list will be built by AI. They'll just feed all the music into an AI engine.
I wouldn't be surprised if did ChatGPT exist in 2023? Because I feel like
I think it did.
Yeah, when this list first came out when the newer list, the 2023 list, YouTube was just like, I mean, I think Rick Beato probably got 1 million views on it. Or a bit like multi-million views.
Yep.
On Rolling Stone. Oh, he actually got fewer views than I thought. The video was called Rolling Stones Idiotic Top 250 Guitar Players List. It got 1.5 million views.
Oh my gosh.
In 2023, because he basically made like that reaction style.
Yep.
All
right, Steve, I'm going to give you the 25th one so that we can do our 5 and then I can go eat lunch.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Number 25. Now, the weird thing about the Rolling Stone list, it put 2 guitarists in this spot.
For number 25?
Yes. Their number 23, our number 25.
Right.
I'm going to pick one. They put James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett in the exact same spot. They put them together. They didn't even bother separating them.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got to freaking Hetfield and Hammett before we got to David Gilmour.
Yes, we did, according to this list.
All right, now I hate the list. I don't even love Gilmour that much, but now I hate the list.
Right. No, this list is so bad. All right. So I'm going to say Kirk Hammett. We're going to ignore Hetfield. And I have no idea. I hope Rory's on this list.
Was not even on the 2015 or whatever.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Rory Gallagher was on the list down in the 50s.
Okay. I sure hope he's on the list.
But yeah, I don't think either of the Metallica guys were Hetfield. Hetfield was on the list, but Hammett was not.
Santrix, I also ran this list through AI and its results were hilarious. All right. Kirk Hammett. Technical skill. Let's hear it. Technical skill.
Playing skill, based on what we have so far,
does he gain technical ability or lose it if you take his wah pedal away from him?
I'm working on it. Okay. Kirk Hammett, technical ability based on the list as it exists. I'd probably put him in the high 70s above Allman.
Really?
Maybe like 78 or so, something like that. Santrix says Kirk 1 point above Morello. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. But technical skill with a wah pedal is 100. Like the wah is 100, but I don't know, but that might actually push his playing ability down. Here's a thing. I go in and out of Metallica. Right.
Yeah. Me too.
I haven't listened to a ton of Metallica. Everybody went batshit crazy when Master of Puppets was used in Stranger Things.
Yep.
And I listened to that song a few times and I get why people are super into it. It also sounds like ass. Like early Metallica, and I will occasionally get on a 80s hardcore, 80s thrash kick.
Yeah.
But the recording quality of Metallica is early Metallica is just rough to me. And so I just, man, Kirk Hammett technical and those, and maybe, you could argue that it's Lars's fault. I don't know. But I feel like that early Metallica is it feels like it's really loose, which makes it good, but
it's also what makes it thrash.
It sloppy. It's what makes it thrash. But then I feel like you got to drag the technical down because it's it's not tight, but it's not just that it's not tight. It's it's imprecise in a way. I saw somebody post a quote the other day that said something like, it was basically arguing against metronome use.
Oh,
that metronome basically that it lacks I don't remember the exact wording, but the messaging was like, if you're recording to a metronome, you're gonna lose vibe.
Yeah, that's
But
garbage.
I feel
That's
like
garbage.
the early Metallica is like, no, they should have had a metronome.
Yeah, they should have had a metronome. All right, so let's cover. Let's do our more or less technical than. Is Hammett more technical than Jeff Beck?
No.
Okay, then here's what I will say. Then I think we do have Jeff Beck too low. The further we get down this list,
Where do you want to bump him up to? You think he's closer? You think he's still less than Van Halen? Van Halen?
Oh yeah, he's definitely still less than Van Halen.
I think like 90?
Somewhere 85 or 90.
Let's move him to 85 for now.
Okay.
Kirk Hammett.
Kirk Hammett might be 80.
You think he's 80?
You
think he's that high?
I think he's a really technical guitarist. I don't think we give him enough credit for his ability technically.
I mean,
I'm here for Santric's rage, by the way. I'm so here for it. Yes, give me your hate.
I think Hammett is like the flashiest player maybe in the genre, but
yeah. Okay, is he okay? If he's not 80, is he more technical than Duane Allman?
I mean, I guess I was already saying like I was willing to put him at like 78.
Okay,
but somehow not
80. Okay, 78 then. 78 it is. Y'all, the points don't matter. That's all we're saying. The points don't matter.
You know what? Make your own list.
Yeah, make your own list.
Email it to what the is 40wattpodcast@gmail.com.
That's it.
Humcast@gmail.com. And
let's see your list.
Let's see your list.
All right, Steve, that's 25 guitarists. That's done. Let's
let
find
me,
5
let me
more.
Let me do something else too.
Well,
real quick.
I'm going to tell you that we have to do David Gilmour.
Oh, Rick Beato didn't even link to the Rolling Stone list.
Oh, wait. We haven't done listenability.
Oh, yeah. And again, this is I'm just going to post and it's going to blast on both chats, but I'll post that's fine. The link. Kirk listenability, easy 85.
No way. Metallica's not an 85 listenability.
Does Kirk know how to play outside the pentatonic? Yeah. Does Kirk play on the most successful metal songs ever? I think you could make an argument that...
Wait. Santrix, you're going to tell me that Metallica is more listenable than James Brown? On a wide spectrum, on a wide appeal to a mass audience, we're talking across thousands and thousands of people. You think if forced to list them, that more people would like to listen to Metallica than James Brown?
I think Kirk Hammett is like a 37.
Yeah.
Maybe a 40.
Well, that was Chuck Berry. We had Chuck Berry at 37.
40. I'm gonna say 40.
I'll give him 40. I like Metallica, but I don't think they don't have a super broad appeal. That puts them as more listenable than Sister Rosetta Tharpe, which I think is accurate.
Yeah.
So, okay, there we go. Now, we got to come up with 5. I've already put 1 in. We've got to do David Gilmour or people are going to lose their minds.
Yeah, I think we do David Gilmour. The other name I've been seeing pop up in the chat a ton is Brian May.
Okay, I think we have to do Jack White.
I think we got to do Jack White too.
Yeah. All right, I'm going through the list a little more, scrolling down. We were going to get to Brian May not too far from now.
Oh, okay.
We were also going to get to David Gilmour real soon.
Brian May was in the low 20s or the high 20s on the original list.
He was 38 on this list.
So he's actually knocked down a little further.
Do we need to add the Edge?
Thedge? You guys want to talk about Thedge? I'm willing to. I want to take those three.
Okay.
Gilmour, White, and Brian May, and then I want to default to the chat for the other two.
All right.
See what the chat wants.
So here I want to take this comment though first. With broad appeal is rated by records sold. Metallica sold 30 million records. James Brown, because he's before the checking system that we use now, is estimated to have sold 200 million records.
I would not have expected.
James Brown potentially sold 6 to 7 times as many records as Metallica.
Man, the freaking Rolling Stone 250 list is not scrollable.
No, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's really hard. And then you got to click a button to load previous, which is what I've done now.
Yeah.
To try to get to the 50.
They had Kingfish at 200.
Did they really? I think that's solid. He's a really good guitar player.
Well, because I'm trying to see because Amanda mentioned Trevor Rabin and
Trey Anastasio, Bonnie Raitt.
Who is the other one? I'm Keith Scott, which I feel like Keith Scott might have been on the top 250 list.
Can we do John Mayer and make people mad?
Yeah, I would love to do John.
Yeah,
Mayer,
let's put John Mayer on the list. Who else? We got Les Paul. Jerry was coming up, Dylan. If we had stayed in the order we were going, Jerry was coming up in the next 10, I think.
All right, let's
out of order now. For the record,
we're taking requests for people. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah,
let's do David Gilmour.
Let's do David Gilmour. We'll take requests. Y'all throw somebody in there, because we got one more name we can add. All right, David Gilmour, technical skill.
Where does Leo Fender land? He has so many signature guitars. David Gilmour, I think, is a hot take. No, maybe not that hot. I think he's like a technical 71, 70. I think he's less. Is he less technical than Stevie Ray Vaughan?
Is he less technical than Prince? Because we got Prince at 72, Stevie at 73. I think you're in the right ballpark, though.
Gilmour less technical than Morello. I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
That feels hot to me.
Yeah, no, I definitely disagree with that. I think Gilmour is in that.
Is he less? Yeah, I don't. That's a good point. Is Gilmour more technical than Hendrix? I think.
Yes.
I kind of want to put. The more I think about it, maybe Gilmour is. I mean, honestly, we got BB King at 50 and 90, and I think I want to put Gilmour. I think we have a 51 already. Santana was 51, 51. Hilariously. I kind of want to put Gilmour at maybe 52, 55, somewhere in there.
Technical?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's more technical than that.
I don't know. I definitely think there's a good argument that he's less technical than Hendrix, though.
Okay. You think he's less technical than Hendrix?
But is he more technical than Nile Rodgers? Maybe more. So maybe he's 68. 60.
I could argue with that. I could argue with that.
Is he 67 or 68?
We'll go with 67.
Is he Kamala Harris 2026, or is he Kamala Harris after getting rejected by Gen Z 2026?
Oh my gosh.
Listenability.
Yeah.
Hot. This is going to be maybe controversial for some folks. I think he's 98.
Yeah. No, I agree. I
But
think he,
maybe we'll hit something more. But I want to say 98.
Pink Floyd has what, the second highest selling album of all time?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I'm sorry. They have the fourth highest selling album of all time. They are a 98. I'm going to put them at 98.
Mark
Because they're
Knopfler's probably in Scotland. Someone said, "Where's Mark?" Probably at home.
I'm going to put Pink Floyd, David Gilmour at 98.
98.
Listenability.
Yeah,
There's
Harry, he can't be 99 because we already have a 99. That's the only reason I didn't say 99.
Yeah, we have a 99.
And maybe they should flip flop.
Yeah, maybe.
Can we talk about how Metallica sold more records than James Brown? I mean, I guess.
But they haven't. They didn't. I mean, no world where they sold more records than James Brown. Steve, I'm making an executive change here.
Metallica apparently has sold over 125 million albums.
I'm dropping Niles Rodgers to 97.
All right. I don't know, man. All of the summaries I'm seeing put James Brown way lower than wherever you put him.
Let me see. I'll find the thing that
I'm only seeing about like 50 plus million for James Brown.
So here's the deal. That's what we know, because the counting, the system that they use to count records sold now, I think the estimates is higher because he put albums out before that. It's sort of how the Beatles record solds are an estimate. Nobody actually knows.
Sure, but I think this is the difference.
Yeah.
Nobody in Russia gives a shit about James Brown. I guarantee you Metallica is one of the top selling Russian,
probably,
in Russia of all time.
That's
I'm saying like Metallica could sell out, could probably just play Brazil for a year.
Yeah.
Like they could just be like, we're just only going to tour Brazil. We're going to play the same 12 venues in a loop for a year. James Brown could. I mean, this is like Metallica versus Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Anyway, that's neither the point. We can argue that later. That's not what we have time for.
I'm saying Taylor Swift is James Brown.
Yeah.
Metallica can go global. Taylor Swift can only play Europe because Americans will fly to Europe to see Taylor Swift.
I'm not here for this argument.
That was a whole thing where like
Was
Taylor
it?
Swift would play like Berlin and half of the audience would be Americans.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
Who were flying to Europe because it was easier to get a ticket to see Taylor Swift in Europe and cheaper to fly to Europe and see Taylor Swift in Europe than it was to see her in like New York City.
Yeah.
Who can play Asia? What the hell is that band?
Steve Howe. Steve Howe can play Asia.
That's bad.
That's who can play Asia.
what I was gonna say is oh my gosh, my brain is just absolutely shutting down. Rick Nielsen, Cheap Trick can play Asia.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna move us along.
Sorry,
we're already at 2.5. We got 3 people left to go. No, 4 if we take one from the crowd here. Brian May. Maybe
technical skills.
Yeah.
Man. I love I think Queen is a 90 plus listenable.
I think so too.
I think in terms of Brian May has some iconic riffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd classify him as a technical.
Do you think he's more or less than Hendrix? Let me start there.
I'm thinking, man.
I'm about to say you were still. I thought your computer locked up on you.
No.
Okay.
Harry Dangler says 59, and I feel like that's probably what I'm thinking high 50s, low 60s.
Yeah, I think so. I think 59 is fair.
But I think listenability, I mean, we've already, what's our 90 right now? BB King? I think
Yeah.
I'd rather listen to Queen than BB King. That's just me.
So I've got him tentatively at 91 as listenability.
Sure. Let's do it.
59 technicals, 91 listenable.
Yeah.
All right. So there we go.
Added between Rodgers and Prince I mean, that we're just kind of like, there's a whole log jam, I think, for, listenability, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, Jack White.
Jack White, who in this old list was in the 70s.
Yeah, well, we've decided to go ahead and name him. We're not in any order at this point. I don't know where he is on the 2023 list. No idea. But where would you put him in the tech? I think he's a low technical ability.
Jack White technical.
I think Jack White's technical ability is real low.
I think what Jack White brought to the table in the early in the late 90s, early aughts was just like that raw throwback.
Yeah, energy. He brought so much energy.
I think Jack White is like, man.
I think he's low technical, high listenable.
This makes sense in my head, but I feel like it could be like, there's probably better ways to describe it. But in my head, like, Jack White is the punk rock version of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Ooh, I could see that.
But
so what do we call Stevie? 76 listenable?
No, yes. Was he? Yeah, 76. But I think that like drags him down in both categories.
Oh, okay.
I want to say maybe more technical than Tom Morello.
Okay.
We got 49. I'm thinking 49.
49.
Technical.
We can start there. I think he's lower personally.
You think he's lower than Tom Morello?
I think he's lower than Tom Morello.
Is Tom Morello too high? Maybe.
I don't know.
Jack White is so good. He wrote the most well-known bass line on guitar.
He did. I think he's more like 39 technical.
All right, I can live with that.
But I think he's
listenable.
Very listenable.
I want to put him in probably the 70s, I think, for listenable.
Okay.
Lower.
Is he more or less listenable than Led Zeppelin?
More.
Okay. Is he more or less listenable than Van Halen?
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I want it for me personally, I would say more.
Okay. More or less listenable than
more listenable than I think he's a 7. Oh, the Who we put at
80.
80. Maybe is Jack White. But I'm thinking about myself personally. I would put them neck and neck. I think he's either 79 or 81. We already have 81. I think he's 79.
Who do we have at 81?
The Rolling Stones.
Oh, the Rolling Stones.
Effectively, Keith Richards.
I think he's more listenable than the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, but people are gonna fuck it. 82.
82. Done. Wait, with the moment you said people are gonna, I'm like, yep, that means that's the number.
Todd, just make your own list and email it to us.
Yeah.
Of course, this list is a shit sandwich. We're thinking about this in real time.
Yeah, we're not putting actual effort. We've put exactly 2.5 hours of effort into this.
Oh, I put less than that. I took a coffee break.
Oh, me too. That's true.
Next week, new John. Give us something else to rate and review next week.
Yeah, if you actually like this,
maybe not next week.
If anyone actually watches this after the live stream and gets this far, leave it in the comments. What should we be reviewing? All right. So, John Mayer. John
Mayer was not on the 2013 or whatever list.
Yeah, he was in the 2023. He was just way down there.
John Mayer, technical.
I think about some of his songs. I'm like, he's not very technical. Then you listen to something like Neon, which is kind of technical.
It's pretty technical, but at the same time, it's been around long enough that it feels like everybody can play that now.
Yeah.
You know, Santrix, I do think about this a lot. Just to find whatever list, but then it's like that doesn't work with, you know, best album of all, unless, you know, it's reacting to other people's best albums of all time, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I just don't want to do the research.
Ooh, dude,
to do
let's
some of that.
rate. Let's make a list rating other people's lists.
I still kind of like to float this idea of rating guitar YouTubers
Oh man.
on listenability and technical skill.
Oh.
We would definitely, I think we would definitely need help generating
Yeah.
that list. Yeah, this is the whole issue with all of this. M wants us to just rate yes.
No, I think M was agreeing with something we said, but I can't be sure which.
No, I know. John Mayer, technical skill. Is he more or less technical than BB King? Is he the poor man Stevie Ray Vaughan?
I think he's more listenable than BB. I mean, I think he's more technical than BB King.
Is he more or less technical? I think he's more technical. Ooh. This is where it kind of gets into this. I think he's more technical than Duane Allman.
I think he is too.
The bass guy wins. I put Danny Sapko pretty high up the technical skill. I don't know about listenability though.
We could rate Henning's rants.
Oh my gosh. They're just all technical skill 0. Listenability will be all over the map.
Santrix, yes, I have listened to several John Mayer albums multiple times.
Yeah. I've listened to Room for Squares a ton.
Yeah. Those first 3 records. Those first 3 records I listened to a lot.
John Mayer technical.
Is he more technical than Stevie Ray Vaughan? Well, yes, you said more than Duane Allman.
Yeah, I think he's maybe. Is he more technical than Kirk Hammett?
Ooh. Yes.
Ian says we should rank Bonamassa albums. That would require
listening to
John Bonamassa albums.
Is he a 79? Is
Amanda's never seen a John Mayer album in the wild because they don't stay on the shelves. They just sell out that fast.
Yeah.
Because he's so popular. I can't say that.
I still have the first 3 albums on CD in my CD case. Is he 79?
I think he's 79.
Okay. All right.
Listenability, very controversial listenability.
I
Daughters, extremely listenable.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's really
Your Body
listenable.
is a Wonderland, clearly listenable. I also hate that song.
Oh, you know what? M makes a really good point. Dude, he toured with Dead and Company doing all the Grateful Dead stuff. He might be even more technical than we just gave him credit for.
I'm not super Dead. Like I don't know Dead, so I can't.
I think we need to move him up a couple of places. I don't think he's Jeff Beck technical, but I think he's like 82 for this list.
Who does that leapfrog him over? Does that actually have him leap anybody? I don't think so.
I don't think it leapfrogged him over anybody, but it left room if we were to ever continue this list.
Sure.
Listenability.
Santrix says we should put John Mayer above Jeff Beck. Is that
what you're saying? Is that what you're saying, Santrix? No, need to. Anyway, all right.
Amanda says he's grocery store music, and I know we used grocery store music to ding someone else earlier. Yeah. Interestingly, I don't remember who.
It was Santana, I believe.
Was it Santana?
Maybe.
Man, maybe Santana's too low at 51.
I mean, I don't know.
Listenability, like he's so, because it's like from a guitarist perspective. I mean, I know people who would put him in the top and above 90.
I immediately have a friend I thought of who would put him in 100, and like absolutely not. He's absolutely not.
Man, like I said, I listened to those first.
I think it's more listenable than the Who. I think he's more listenable than the Stones.
Mm.
We got the Stones at 81.
Is he more listenable than Jack White? I think he's less listenable than Jack White.
I think he's more listenable than Jack White. I think there's way more mass appeal for John Mayer than Jack White.
No, that's fair.
I don't think he's Joni Mitchell listenable, though. So are we saying he's like
85?
85? Is that what we're saying?
I guess that's what we're saying.
Is that? Oh God, I hate that we're saying this. I actually hate that we're saying this. Oh, he's totally corporate. He's totally corporate.
Not a bell curve. What the hell?
Well, no, we're not doing a bell curve. This is a scatter plot.
No, I know, but it's supposed the scatter plot's supposed to shape into a bell curve, and it's not.
No, it's not. This is an XY.
What kind of is?
No, this is like an XY thing. A bell curve is a linear scale with density marked upon a certain spot. If you're doing the way we're doing, where we don't repeat numbers, you can't get a bell curve.
No, you still could.
No.
In theory, Randy, if this was a bell curve, though, Randy Rhoads would be a 100 and a 1.
No. See,
I see what you're saying. Because
if we filled every number with no
ones,
repeating, there's going to be a dot at every possible spot.
Yeah.
This can't be a bell curve.
You're right. It can be.
Who's the scientist here, Steve?
It can distribute roughly to a bell curve, though. Not a perfect bell.
No, if we did 100 and you can't repeat any number in one, there will be a dot at every number. It will be a complete, perfect 1-to-1 grid distribution.
At
100, if we got through 100 guitarists, and there's 100 on each technical and listenability.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So somebody is 1-1, somebody is 1-2, somebody is 1, or you see what I'm saying? Not quite that way. It'd be 1-1. Somebody could be 2.
Yeah, because we're not repeating.
Yeah. Because if we repeated, yes.
Yeah.
You could get.
But I'm saying like it's not even because we don't have 100. We're not even forming.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Like Randy Rhoads should be in theory much lower. EVH should be much lower.
Yeah.
John Mayer should be much lower.
In theory. All right, so this is where we are. Y'all give us one more. Give us one more. One more guitarist to make it an even 30 guitarists. Knowing that this entire thing is garbage and arbitrary.
Man, Santrix really wants Julian Lage,
who was not at all in the Rolling Stone list. At least not in the top 100. I
mean, I feel like Julian Lage is a guy I could see on a random stage at NAMM. So it's hard for me to process.
Yep.
Oh man. Who's Mark Oliver Everett? Who's that? I've never even heard of him.
I don't know.
Oh, he's the front man for the Eels.
Oh, gotcha. There's still a bunch of who is that in my? Oh, Slash. Do we want to do Slash?
I get Julian Lage and Julius. Sorry, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Slash.
Let's do Slash. Oh, this is where I really make some people mad.
Wait, is Pete Stump? Is that a portmanteau of Pete Wentz and Patrick Stump? Or that's a different person? Oh, but I'm finding Peter Stump, alleged German serial killer. So maybe that's also a different. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I'm looking to see. Okay. Oh, this would really. So Steve, where do you think Slash? Technical ability. We're gonna do Slash. The last one.
Is he on the list? Is he on?
Yeah, he's on the list. I don't know where, but I saw his name.
He was in the he's in the 60s on the original list. Slash technical. I want to put him around like 48. Have we used 48?
Let's see. Yeah, we did. Tom Morello.
49. He can be 49.
Do we have a 49? We do not have a 49.
Listenability.
I think you're putting him higher than I would have on technical.
Really?
Ability. Yeah. But I'm here. I'm here for it.
Above or below Joe Perry? I mean, I would put him below Joe Perry.
I'd put him below Joe Perry too.
Man, is Slash what can 40s taken 41?
Honestly, I
you
was
go lower. You go in
I'd
the
put
30s?
him below Jack White.
I don't remember what Jack White was.
39.
All right, 35.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking. 35.
Listenability. He's got some pretty iconic riffs, but yeah.
Guns N' Roses is pretty listenable. Okay, let's start here.
Thinking about it.
Is
62?
We put Metallica at 40 listenable. So
I mean, technically we put Kirk Hammett at 40 listenable. Maybe if it was James Hetfield, it would have been higher.
That's maybe true. That's maybe true.
Is Guns N' Roses pretty listenable?
Some of it is. Some of it's really listenable.
I mean, if Kirk Hammett is 40,
Freddie King is 60 listenable.
Yeah.
Is Guns N' Roses more or less?
Oh man. Less? Question mark. Someone in the chat tell us what the Guns N' Roses answer is. Yeah, I don't know.
Guns N' Roses. Okay. Gonzo says less than Freddy. Earl says less. Santric says less. Okay.
One good album.
Okay. Is Guns N' Roses more or less listenable than Black Sabbath? Iommi era Black Sabbath. Because obviously it's not saying we're not doing Ozzy. So I guess I should say just Black Sabbath because Iommi was in the entire time.
Billy, my head looks like an albino pumpkin Corian.
Much less
than Black Sabbath.
Less listenable than Carlos Santana, more or less.
Oh, less listen. I think the more I look at it, I think Carlos Santana is very underrated on this list.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we cracked the joke and then we put Mayer at 85. And I think if you put Mayer at 85, you got to put Santana in the 70s at least.
Okay. See, Amanda says more. Santana above the Who. I disagree with that.
Yeah, I want to put him personally above the Who. But I think I would put him in this. I would put him back in the 70s.
Really? Well, because I really think Clapton and Santana are about as listenable as each other. To me,
the difference to me is again. I think was it Fuck Google earlier someone was saying earlier like, what's Clapton's Game of Love? What's Clapton's Smooth?
Yeah. Well, all of them are like Layla and Cocaine and I Shot the Sheriff and, Yeah,
but his I Shot the Sheriff isn't even the best I Shot the Sheriff.
No, it's not. And it's a cover, but whatever.
I like how we've just bailed on Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, we have. Okay. We've got to put Slash somewhere. Is Guns N' Roses more or less listenable than Randy Rhoads?
Less.
You think less listenable than Randy Rhoads? Is it more or less listenable than Rage Against the Machine?
Less.
Oh, okay.
I just know what I'd rather listen to. Guns N' Roses.
Takes. Steve's coming in super hot. Okay.
You can go to a Guns N' Roses show and know every word. I mean, kind of. It's kind of like,
Okay, we have. Okay, we also got to include Velvet
Oh yeah,
Revolver.
Velvet Revolver. But Velvet Revolver was only good because of that guy who's. Isn't that other guy?
Okay, Robert Johnson is at 15. Rage Against the Machine is at 30. Where do we put Guns N' Roses?
Oh man. Oh yeah, Scott Weiland's dead. That's the only reason.
Yeah. That's it.
That's good. I hated Velvet Revolver when they happened.
I didn't like them. I'm just gonna be honest as well.
I think they've grown on me, but I'm trying to remember. No, just kidding. I don't know any of these songs.
Harry, we have a 37. Chuck Berry is 37.
Velvet Revolver is better than Guns. I mean, that's.
Ooh.
Guns N' Roses gave us one good album in the very beginning, then they nodded out on heroin and fucked everything up. I mean, I don't
disagree with that take. I don't disagree. Okay, so Slash 25?
25. Lock it in.
25. All right, that's it. That's our 30 for today. This is where we stop.
Velvet Revolver is the band that had the music video about them hanging out in the basement. That's every band in the 90s,
yeah,
man.
That's everyone.
No, Velvet Revolver actually I would say was like 2, was actually like this is like
is a hot take.
This is maybe a weird take. I think I was the right age for Velvet Revolver. I think when Velvet Revolver happened, they were too. This isn't like intended as a direct comparison. What they were actually a little bit after. Yeah, 2004 was when that album came out. I think when I in my brain when I think of Velvet Revolver, I think of Nickelback.
Oh, really?
Like that's I'm not saying they're the same. I don't even know if they sound the same. That's just how I compartmentalize them.
Yeah, I'm with Deja. I think of Audio Slave because they came out at the same time too.
Yeah, but I think over time, like Audio Slave grew on me a lot.
Yeah.
I couldn't and yeah, there was just this super group moment. I don't know. I don't remember. I just remember Audio Slave happening and then Velvet Revolver. I mean, it's almost like Velvet Revolver is the discount Audio Slave a little bit in my head.
Yeah.
Again, this doesn't necessarily mean anything about the music itself.
And here's the reality. If we actually made it to 100 on this list, y'all, we'd have to be redoing some numbers because we'd get to a point where we're like 80 guitarists in and we're like, I need a space between these to put this person. So y'all, this was actually insanely fun. We did not hold the audience we hoped we would, but this was a blast.
I'm looking at lists. I'm looking at examples of supergroup. Cream the first. They claim also by Rolling Stone pushes Cream I think as the first supergroup. Which I'm sure if you go back into like the big band era, there's like
Wikipedia has a page for supergroups, list of musical supergroups. And in 1960, the Four Seasons, Frankie Valli, Bob Gaudio, Tommy DeVito, and Charles Calello. Because they all were independent artists before they came together to be the Four Seasons.
The two remaining members of the 1950s novelty.
Yeah.
But
and then in 1965, there was a band called Steam Packet, which included Long John Baldry from Blues Incorporated, Cyril Davies, Rod Stewart, which I don't feel like I need to explain, Julie Driscoll, Brian Auger, Vic Briggs, Richard Brown, and Mickey Waller. Of course, it's old, so nobody knows them. But then there was Cream in 1966.
I'm looking at So here's the thing: is I'm looking at the Royal Teens, and it feels like they're more famous for the things that spun off from them. The Four
Yeah,
Lovers are possibly more famous for the things that spun off of them,
sure. But then I'm also looking
which
at
I
like this
feel
list is
like
questionable because they call Led Zeppelin a supergroup.
who
Jimmy Page was from the Yardbirds. Robert Plant and John Bonham were from Band of Joy. John Paul Jones was a session guy.
Yeah, okay. I'm it's interesting because they're crediting originally it's almost like Cream happened, and then maybe like it almost feels like calling the Four Seasons or Steam Packet, who I've never even heard
Me
of.
either. Never heard of them.
Like it's almost like trying to retcon the term.
Yep.
Cream was the first one they were like, this is a thing.
Yeah. Well, also Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young are a supergroup.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's
Birds,
fair.
Buffalo Springfield, the Hollies, Crazy Horse.
Zeppelin, I think that's a hot take,
I
but
think that's a
maybe the
push.
only because I don't really know. I'm not familiar enough. I don't think I've ever even heard of Band of Joy.
Me either. Well, I have only in reading about them. I never heard, but oh, wow. They were a band from 66 to 68 and then again from 77 to 83. Okay.
Yeah. But I guess like you could make the same argument for around Cream because you've got Clapton, but I don't know Graham Bond Organization. Should I know Graham Bond Organization? I do know
No.
Manfred. Jack Bruce was also in Manfred Mann, who I have heard of.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
know.
but
I think it's a loose definition at this point. Yeah, I agree with the Traveling Wilburys, though. I see a lot
oh
of talk
yeah,
about
for
them.
sure.
What a great group.
I think a more like going through this list, I think a more obvious one would have been like Blind Faith.
Yes.
Um, again, like other ones like Grand Funk. I don't know if
I wouldn't call them no, because nobody knows who Terry Knight and the Pack are.
who was the one where you said that you said
The Four Seasons?
Rod Stewart was in?
Oh, that's Steam Packet.
Yeah, I don't.
Humble Pie is on this list. It's folks from Small Faces, The Herd, Spooky Tooth,
Yeah,
some other bands I've never heard of, but
it's also. I mean, honestly, like a lot of this is this mess of like it's all this hindsight, right?
yeah.
Where a lot of these artists could have been, a lot of these bands could have been bigger for their time. I have no idea who Delaney and Bonnie are,
You
but
don't
that's
oh no,
3/5 of Derek and the
you need
Dominoes.
to listen to Delaney and Bonnie. You need to
Uh,
listen to them.
so that's they're apparently from, well, at least one of them is from Mississippi.
Yeah.
Like ABBA, they put ABBA as a super group, and I'm just like, I almost feel like if your super group is more famous than the groups you came from, then it's not a super group.
Yeah, I know. I'm with that. I am totally with that. Delaney and Bonnie, yes, Delaney Bramlett was from Mississippi.
Like
But
calling the Eagles
yeah,
a super group because half the band was the backing band for Linda Ronstadt. It's
doesn't
kind of,
no.
you
No, that doesn't track.
Journey is a super group because half the band was Santana's backing band.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I don't agree with any of this. All right, y'all, it is lunchtime. I need food. I think we're done here. Our work is done. We sufficiently pissed people off.
I saved my copy, so I don't, if you want, maybe this is a revisit, maybe we continue this
Yeah.
later.
I say we continue it. I've got my tabs open. They're going to stay open.
Man,
We're
3
good.
hours.
Yeah, we went for 3 hours, Steve. I'm going to stop sharing now, though. Stop screen.
We didn't even talk about anything actually gear related, but that's fine.
That's
there's
fine.
no gear news.
No, there's not worth talking about.
Yeah.
I think this was way more fun than gear news.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Sandrix is still mad at Jeff Beck at 80. You know what? He might move up if we do this again, but who knows?
I got nothing. All right. Thanks everyone for hanging out.
All right, y'all. Bye. Y'all have a great afternoon.